Hello everyone, welcome back to Almighty Blues FC, a fan channel for all to see. I hope basically आप लोग को मजा आया आज क्योंकि yes, it is the big FA Cup clash and FA Cup clash. Like, come on, any FA Cup match is huge. As a Chelsea fan, I'm pretty sure you all agree क्योंकि हाँ, when it comes to Chelsea and FA Cups, एक बहुत ही बड़ा story है. In fact, recent seasons में तो यार, come on, like we've been there in what 4 finals out of 5, so great, and of course 8-time champions. आज फोर्थ राउंड है अगेंस्ट प्लिमथ आर्गाइल एंड प्लिमथ आर्गाइल अगेन आप अंडरएस्टिमेट नहीं करना चाहोगे बिकॉज यस दे हैव रिसेंटली बीटन बर्मिंघम जो हमने कवर किया था नो इन द प्रीव्यू and yes we are waiting for the guest but I hope anyone watching do smash that like button or most importantly press that bell notification icon क्योंकि हाँ next time whenever we are live you are definitely aware or certainly the language of the stream will depend upon the audience the panel of course एक बार जब join हो जाते हैं we can definitely discuss that लेकिन first and foremost let's come down to the starting lineup. Let me try and share my screen. So I am very surprised. I don't know, people in the chat आप comment करिए what do you think about the starting lineup. I am in fact shocked. हाँ हमने preview में cover किया था in terms of what the starting lineup could be. मेरे लिए तो this is like extremely strong side, which is in a strange way very good to see. And of course we have people joining. Yes, Doug is here. Doug, big up to you, brother. And of course Liverpool are playing tomorrow, Doug, I know. So wish you all the best for that. Of course, let's see if Chelsea meet Liverpool. And there's a big Carabao Cup final coming up, versus Liverpool. So that'll be great. But yeah, coming back to this game. So as you can see the lineup, like we are going 4-3-3. But yeah, first and foremost, Thomas Tuchel unfortunately is unwell. Yes, he has been tested positive. Yes, I've been unwell last few days, and hopefully, I'm on the road to recovery. But Thomas Tuchel definitely. Wishing him, good luck in terms of his health recovery. Yes, of course. Come on, Chelsea can't go Manchester United. Yes, big up to Strip Bear as well. Always there to support and definitely Strip Bear. I agree with you. Manchester United, strangely, Ragnick had gone for a strong lineup as well. So it's very interesting to see, what Chelsea come up with in terms of the pitch. The mindset, which is most important for me. More than anything. I know it's easy. To say, but I think it's a great warm up in a sense, if I may say so, without any disrespect to Plymouth Argyle. Before the Club World Cup, and yes, we are traveling tomorrow. So again, people in the comments do comment. Do you think that Thomas Tuchel will be part of the Club World Cup? I know technically he'll not be allowed to travel together, of course, to Abu Dhabi tomorrow. But it'll be interesting, what else basically is in store in terms of Club World Cup. But yeah, as in most importantly, we need to win this game, for the short term. And of course, we are welcoming another person in the house, and that is Hemant from Sports Kappa. Hemant bhai.
Hi bhai, मैं बहुत बढ़िया भाई, आप बताइए.
Thanks for joining. Yes, it was a really short notice, Hemant, I know. Always there to help the Chelsea gang as we're trying to build here. Always, Hemant. So I can see your name there, White or Havertz. But yeah, then let's start with the starting lineup. Let's actually, I know starting lineup is something that you can see on the screen. Firstly, right. Any comments there apart from the Havertz thing?
मेरे को Havertz का उसमें प्रॉब्लम है. बाकी अगर लाइनअप देखें, so I think Tuchel is treating this game as a mid-season friendly. No disrespect to the opponents, but yes, उसने कुछ selected players को रखा है कि yes मैं इनके साथ ही जाऊंगा आगे, and he's going to tune them for further matches. So yes, lineup is good except Havertz.
Interesting. हाँ, लेकिन again official Chelsea Twitter account has us in 3-4-3. लेकिन I think from all accounts looks like almost the same team जो Tottenham के साथ खेली थी. I on the other hand think he Tuchel wants continuity क्योंकि Spurs just the positive energy that there was starting from the very first minute, and that's what we need in this game. People are so motivated from the very first minute, and I think they kind of deserve their chance. Plus 2 हफ्ते हो गए, so 2 weeks almost they have rested. Club World Cup is coming on, and maybe I'm seeing that he's kind of playing like a dress rehearsal to the final of the Club World Cup, assuming that we get through the semis hopefully on Wednesday, and maybe this team will play again on next Saturday, right? Because otherwise it'll be too long a break for them to play together. And of course it's a newish kind of formation. in terms of the 4-3-3 formation that you're going. So again, there might be different ways, but Havertz, I agree with you. Like, so wanted to see Timo, Lukaku, and Kai. Yes, it's very strange that we haven't played these three together much, right? As in, we played in a couple of games at best, but yeah, Tuchel is on the phone. Obviously, he's down with COVID, so let's wish him well. But yeah, hopefully it's just in time. I think 7 days quarantine. 5 days, in fact, is reduced to now. So hopefully he'll be back before the Club World Cup final, and he travels maybe midweek to Dubai. Let's see, as in that'll be interesting to see what happens there. Like, I think we really need Tuchel on the sidelines with his antics. What do you say?
ऑब्वियसली यस, टोकल का इन्फ्लुएंस आता है गेम पे बहुत ज्यादा, जो इन गेम वो चीजें करता है, एंड देन उसका प्रेजेंस भी है. और क्लब वर्ल्ड कप एक ऐसी चीज है हमने जो आज तक कभी जीता नहीं है, तो ये टोकल नॉट बीइंग देयर इज अ बिग ब्लो. लेकिन ये टीम केपेबल है विदाउट, मतलब जो ओपोनेंट्स देखे हम लोग क्लब वर्ल्ड कप के जो कंपटीशन में होते हैं, उसके रिस्पेक्ट में टोकल हो या नहीं हो, चेल्सी शुड विन दिस.
Yes, absolutely. Like, it's a no-brainer. Last time हम 4th राउंड में बाहर हुए थे, आई थिंक ब्रैडफोर्ड सिटी के अगेंस्ट, जो हमने प्रीव्यू में कवर किया था, लेकिन वो 2015 की बात है. When we were kind of overconfident in the league, I remember we were doing very well. Okay, I think it's my internet. Maybe is it? Am I fine?
Yes, now it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. So, yeah, my internet kind of, went off for a second. So yes, what I was saying is, it's certainly, it's a matter of, keeping the heads. Or Stamford Bridge pe hai. So I think, yes, I can see basically the flags waving, and of course, the guys, the players coming out on the pitch. That's interesting to actually see as to, what mode we start the game in, because it's really crucial कि हम front foot पे जाए, and I think early goals will probably be the.
भाई अभी मेरा नेट सही है, कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ था बीच में.
No, it's
राइट ना, ठीक.
So yes, we should want to break their souls. Like Tuchel, yeah, interestingly, he went on record saying that Plymouth के लिए this is basically the best, moment in their career, so as to speak. Most of their players, no disrespect, so we have to make them their worst day. He's really savage, yeah, Tuchel, नहीं?
Absolutely, उसका जो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंसेस होती हैं, जो भी चीजें वो बोलता है, हमेशा इट इज स्पॉट ऑन.
Yes, exactly right. So yeah, as in I'm again seeing the lineup on the screen. Thanks Shibber for letting us know the voice is clear. Yes, Malang Sar is left back. So matlab, again, I know that we do have a bench. Surprisingly, there are 3 potential left backs on the bench of Chelsea, and just look at the bench again. So there is obviously Kennedy, who can play left wing back if we go to that formation midway through. And of course, Alonso, who can play both ways, and Saul Niguez can also play left wing back, right? If we go that way, so lot of options, which is a pleasant surprise being a Chelsea fan. Recent weeks में देखा जाए तो, but right back में surprisingly there is no one. Would you say Trevor Chalobah on the bench, so he can possibly fill in at right back? अगर Azpilicueta, touchwood, doesn't get injured, like I know, that might be a possibility, right?
I think he can. मैंने चालोबा को राइट बैक खेलते हुए देखा नहीं है खुद, मतलब उसको सेंटर बैक पोजीशन में स्विच करते हुए मैंने देखा है, बट आई हैवंट सीन हिम एज अ राइट बैक. सो वहां पे मुझे थोड़ा डाउटफुल है अभी भी, तो मैं कुछ कह नहीं सकता.
अगेन मतलब ये ऐसा गेम है जहां पर हम 2 सब्स्टिट्यूट्स को खिला रहे हैं जो गोलकीपर्स हैं. तो आई थिंक शार्मन लव एंड ऑफ कोर्स बेटिनेली सरप्राइजिंग में खेल नहीं रहा है इस मैच में, बट आई थिंक Kepa knows that Mendy is doing well in the AFCON. He'll come back and take his place. So probably Tuchel and co decided, let's give Kepa a reward for what he's done. So yes, the match is about to kick off, people. Again, anyone watching, thanks for joining. Of course, we're just here to discuss Chelsea. Not just that, कोई भी topic हो आपको discuss करना हो, and if the match is basically in that mode, we can definitely discuss. Yes, lot of history on the panel. So hopefully we'll have a lot of discussions going on. And yes, of course, do smash the like button, share the stream on social media, certainly helps. और quickly मैं ना स्पोर्ट्स कपा का लिंक डाला नहीं हूँ, लेकिन please do check out स्पोर्ट्स कपा. That's basically Hemant's channel. Hemant, anything that you would like to add quickly before the kick off about your channel?
नहीं भाई, अगर आपको पसंद आए तभी सब्सक्राइब करना, वरना फिर मत करना.
नहीं मुझे पसंद है डेफिनेटली, सो आई वुड रिकमेंड. एंड हाँ, गेम शुरू है तो आई थिंक दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग kind of setup now, in terms of I think Mason Mount, would he play on the right side ki left side? क्या दिख रहा है अभी on the pitch?
I think he should
I
play
think probably
on the
right,
right
right?
hand
Coaches
side.
prefer
Right ही
left,
खेलना
left,
चाहिए.
left center midfielder.
Right.
Yeah.
Right side
Correct, correct.
makes more sense.
Absolutely. Come on, Chelsea. Yes. So Hemant, what is the time? Are you watching on TV?
No. Geo TV.
अच्छा. So I'm guessing you must be lagging by just a few seconds. Mine is just about 25 seconds.
अभी 14 seconds पे हूँ मैं.
Okay. No worries. I think हाँ ज़्यादा difference नहीं है. By the way, ZH, this is trademark. Oh, what a start! What a start!
मेरा
Ankit gets the
reaction late आएगा.
trademark. Yeah, कोई नहीं, मतलब people anyway need action replay for those who missed. लेकिन trademark अभी आने वाला है for you. Trademark cross. ZH man, like 4-3-3 suits him. Let's be honest.
Yes,
It is a thing about system as well, नहीं?
Right. He has been our best attacker even before the break. 3 to 4 games अगर पीछे देखते हुए चले, he has been our best attacker easily.
Absolutely. And of course, hopefully we have Prasanna as well as I think Shrey, who are planning to join us midway through. And again, thanks to them as well. क्योंकि हाँ, it was a short notice plan. I thought let's actually meet. It's been a long time. Chelsea का match हुआ है, तो our Chelsea gang should get together and just kind of talk it over as the match goes on. लेकिन तो who's on the sidelines of Chelsea? पता है? Anyone in the chat or Hemant?
क्या भाई?
टूकल नहीं है तो कौन है मेन पर्सन आज?
वो उसका नाम मैं भूल गया हूँ. एक मिनट में बताता हूँ. I read his name. I forgot.
No problem.
So his name is Arno.
आ रहा हूँ वापस.
Yeah, his name is Arno Michaels. Nice ball by Sar.
Okay, so did I miss something? नहीं.
Yes, तो वो जो आर्नो माइकल्स करके एक है, वो इस समय है. और ये जॉर्जिनियो.
ठीक है, so Shrey will be here in basically a few more minutes.
आज ZH is gonna whip in crosses after crosses. वो होने वाला है बहुत.
हाँ, मतलब वो ये Hudson-Odoi is key in a way, क्योंकि him keeping that ball is a key, क्योंकि उसका hold up on the channels is not as good, but I can say good but not consistent. Let's not be too harsh, क्योंकि last game में काफी अच्छा किए थे Hudson-Odoi भी for a change. I know Hemant bhai, you're a fan. By the way, yes, recently we did a video, so hopefully that will be out as well on Sports Kappa, and we have spoken about Chelsea season in that, so that will be interesting to watch people.
तो भाई आपको क्या लगता है इस मैच में इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट कौन प्ले करेगा फॉर चेल्सी?
मतलब you called it, मतलब ZH is the key मेरे लिए, because Lukaku and Odoi have to be your finishers. लेकिन अगर ZH gets the right ball and he's in the right frame of mind, क्योंकि बहुत बार बोलते हैं he's not in the right frame of mind, लेकिन वही है for ZH, right, for actually being there on the pitch in the right frame, I think he is probably one of the best players, especially against Plymouth Argyle, क्योंकि आपको definitely space देगी Plymouth Argyle. हाँ, उन्होंने बर्मिंघम को बीट किया था, लेकिन दे नॉट एज कॉम्पैक्ट, तो ZH कैन हैव अ फील्ड डे. लेकिन सरप्राइज बहुत ज्यादा यार, लुकाकू शुरू भी कर रहा है इस मैच, लेकिन इन टर्म्स ऑफ just about, I think it's confidence also in a way. Tuchel and coach want him to get the confidence back in a strange way, नहीं?
Yeah, because big games are coming up. UCL भी आ रहा है, तो
yes. I know 4 minutes हो गए by the way. तो हमने प्रेडिक्शन नहीं लिया यार. हेमंत क्या प्रेडिक्शन है?
3-0 Chelsea win.
Okay, मतलब I'll go with that. I think clean sheet will be important क्योंकि
Right.
4-3-3 में clean sheet is something that if we can keep, जो Lampard के era में नहीं आता था, that is the only thing. Against Plymouth also it gives some confidence before Club World Cup. And Ziyech with a nice shot, लेकिन हाँ, not strong enough. And again, thanks a lot जो भी देख रहा है, and of course Chelsea perspective is in the house. Kochira brother, Chelsea perspective, let me know if you want to join the stream. You're more than welcome.
Ziyech.
I can send you the link, and so is everyone else, right? It's all about just getting a set of Chelsea boys and girls together and just celebrating our team after many days. So yeah, do send me a message here or on Twitter if you would like to come on. So yes, people do check out again Sports Kappa, Chelsea Perspective, couple of good channels, and of course Prasanna Balakrishnan and Shrey FC. You can find those links in the chat. I will add Sports Kappa as well very soon. लेकिन I am actually calling it a clean sheet as well. I know early signs तो वही लग रहे हैं कि हम dominate करने वाले हैं as expected. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. लेकिन हाँ, 2-0 would be good.
Right.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, it gives me that studious look, I know, and we are kind of analyzing the game, in-game tactics. So I
Manager
thought it would be
classes.
ideal. Yes,
Manager
certainly,
classes.
go with Hemant on that, right? And let's see if we have any other comments. Yes, people, again, आप comment करिए. What is your score prediction? It's not too late. It's only 6 minutes in. So do comment your score predictions, and of course take that poll. There is a poll out there if I remember right. And again, if you want to discuss anything, you have any questions for the panel, we are more than kind of welcoming. And of course, anyone who wants to join the stream as well, you're welcome. So do put it in the chat, and I'll add the stream link if required. Okay, so I can see certainly अभी थोड़े tackles आने शुरू हो गए हेमंत. So I think Strip Bear is going for a 4-0. So we have a 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 till now in terms of the predictions. वो interesting है काफी. All going for clean sheet. But as we say that, Plymouth have a free kick. Interesting, huh?
I think
Set
Ziyech
pieces
ने
में
foul किया. Right. Ziyech.
Right. But you know what? Set pieces is probably the best way for them, no? Oh my God! We concede. Me and my black mouth. I don't know. I just said that like set pieces are the thing. What a free kick! It just went directly, I think. Oh my God! Don't tell me we are in for a shock. The only positive I can see is it's so early. So Chelsea have to but get their heads right. And what a goal, people. Let's actually give a thumbs up to Plymouth. Unfortunately, as a Chelsea fan, it's the worst possible start. And मैं बोलना चाहूंगा in a strange way, that I think again this one goes just for Plymouth. We have to be appreciative of our opponent. Of course, not in losing cause, but hopefully we do better. क्योंकि Kepa,
I think वो direct गया है.
we're in shambles.
Might have been.
It's in that untold territory kind of thing. That territory जो हमें
A
पता नहीं
little,
लगता है.
थोड़ा सा touch हुआ है. थोड़ा सा.
Shrey comes
But
here
yes.
to save Chelsea FC. Shrey FC is in the house. Shrey,
Hi,
hi,
can you hear
Ankit,
me?
brother. Yes, absolutely fine, but not great to see Chelsea start this way. Pathetic defense. What do you think was lacking? Did you see that?
I just came home and just right now switched on the television, and the first thing I see is Plymouth 1, Chelsea 0. And that's the worst thing I could have seen today.
You know what? That's what I said in the previews, that Plymouth cannot be taken lightly at all. मतलब beating Birmingham, जो एक cup team है, मतलब over the years, Birmingham is a very good cup team. They have the history in cups. So it is really surprising. And then Michael talks football. Big up to Michael to join. And Michael, I turned the game on and Plymouth scored. Same thing that Shrey did. Unfortunately, a lot of them would have done that. Because it is FA Cup. Let's be honest. And Hudson-Odoi is basically okay. Oh, sorry, man. I had to react that way because Kovacic hit the crossbar. By the way,
Mine
Shrey,
is
are you
behind.
watching it on TV? Or?
Yeah, I'm watching it. I think it's behind for me.
On TV, it should be the same. It's 9:35 for me.
Watch it, man. That was a good shot.
And Again, people will be interacting in both in Hindi and English based on the the audience questions and of course the panel. So we'll kind of mix it up for both the audience. So don't worry about that. क्योंकि यहाँ पर it's all about just celebrating FA Cup football. Oh my God, Hemant already hit the crossbar, already conceded.
ये
This
गेम
game
सफाई
is
से
not a
आया था.
given.
I have no
Oh
idea.
my.
मैंने 3-0 बोला था पर उसके बाद ही तुरंत गोल मार
अरे
दिया इन
यार
लोगों
तीनों ही बेसिकली प्रेडिक्शंस पानी में चले गए. आई थिंक
मैंने
स्ट्रिप
4-0 कहा था.
to you. Exactly 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. All the predictions have gone to the the gutter. Simply put. लेकिन हाँ, strangely it's an end-to-end game. Last 5 minutes में it's been an end-to-end game. Now who would have guessed that?
बहुत
डुबॉइस की
रस्सी
ट्वीट
का
देखी
गेम.
थी किसी ने कल? डुबॉइस की,
किसका?
सीएफसी डुबॉइस की ट्वीट.
नहीं क्या थी?
उसने यही ट्वीट करी थी कि जब ब्रेडफोर्ड सिटी को हमने खेला था तो वो भी अपनी लीग में 7th पे बैठे थे.
ओह डोंट टेल मी हिस्ट्री रिपीट्स इटसेल्फ. नहीं एक्चुअली ना मैं बोलना चाहूंगा ब्रैडफोर्ड का ऐसा था ना, इफ आई रिमेंबर दैट एग्जैक्ट गेम ना, वी वर एक्चुअली इन द लीड. वो तो हम सिट बैक
Yeah.
कर दिए थे बाद में. रमीरेस स्कोर्ड, आई रिमेंबर केहिल ने मारा था इफ आई रिमेंबर राइट. लेकिन बाद में हाँ सेकंड हाफ में पता नहीं कुछ तो हुआ था. और yes, we have those genius at CFC chats in the house. Again, people do check out CFC chats. Michael talks football, Chelsea perspective, Shrey FC, Sports Kappa. We are building a great YouTube community together. Hopefully, big up Matt. Chelsea would score again. You can get in your predictions. I know it's late. Everyone is hopefully going only for a one goal for Plymouth now. लेकिन I won't be surprised if we concede again because हमने attack करना है अभी, नहीं श्रेय?
Actually, I think it's because of that goal. I think it shocked us, but because I was analyzing this game just before it was played, Plymouth are a very very good high scoring team, and especially Jeffcott and Garrick. I think these are two players from their team that are very important for them in goal department.
Oh my God! We are in 6s and 7s. I don't know हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं सच में. मतलब we have lost it. I think you know what, it has probably happened in Manchester United thing. Unfortunately, मतलब मेरा ये लॉजिक
Oof.
था कि in an FA
बहुत
Cup
रस्सी
game
है
or
हम
in a
लोग इस
cup
time.
game, you should play one or two youngsters in the starting 11. क्योंकि मतलब एक वो अलग ही zeal रहता है ना in terms of cup victory. And I can see our
I think ये
backline
holiday
is
से भी आ रही है
looking.
ना.
हाँ,
I think they're coming
proper
from
holiday
holidays.
mode में.
While
And again,
Plymouth have played matches. Plymouth have played on 26 Jan, 29 Jan. तो match fitness है उनमें.
Michael is enjoying it. Yes, neutrals के लिए तो सही start है. End to end game. In fact, Plymouth having the better chances. They should have been 2-0. Let's be very honest. 2-1 actually. Chelsea का भी Kovacic goal होना चाहिए था वो. Yes, of course. We are all really pissed off right now. But again, do smash our like. Let's have more Chelsea people in the house. Definitely, we need more support, and Chelsea do need. Hopefully, Stamford Bridge is behind the team. Rudiger के बारे में talks शुरू होंगे हेमंत. There are talks कि basically he has rejected another offer. I think 200k का. Now seeing this performance in the first 10 minutes, speculation unfortunately is going to start. But we all know he bleeds blue, ना?
Right, but मैं अभी उसको वैल्यू पे लूंगा नहीं वो न्यूज़ को, बिकॉज बहुत सारे सोर्सेस से आते हैं, ट्रू है कि फॉल्स है. बट इफ चेल्सी हैव गिवन 200k एंड ही हैज रिजेक्टेड, देन आई डोंट नो, इट डजंट मेक सेंस, बिकॉज रुडिगर के पहले भी स्टेटमेंट्स आए हैं दैट ही वांट्स टू स्टे एट चेल्सी. वो पहले चेल्सी के बारे में सोचेगा. सो आई डोंट नो, इट फील्स फॉल्स न्यूज़ मेरे हिसाब से.
वो क्या लगता है श्रेय आपको in terms of Rudiger news?
I think with the Rudiger one is I think he wants to stay. If we are being very honest, he does want to stay at Chelsea. But I think the wage issue and everything, I think, is one that's playing a bit of hardball because Chelsea, I think Christensen, I think especially Christensen contract issue might lead for Chelsea to pay him the wages because I think Chelsea were hoping for Anders Christensen to extend the contract. We are already after Jules Koundé. So therefore, I thought Chelsea might just not give him a big contract. But right now with Anders Christensen, most probably now it looks very likely that he will leave. I think we have to give Rudiger that contract, and I think we will give that contract.
Yeah, Chelsea attacking by the way. एक ही attack लग रहा है यार. मतलब only Ziyech is the attack. I don't know. मतलब honestly speaking, in a game against Plymouth is when I will expect Hudson-Odoi to run at people.
Cesar Azpilicueta right wing back was a mistake. I think we should against Plymouth have all no disrespect intended. We shouldn't be playing Azpilicueta as a right wing back. It should have been Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic, or at least other attacking player like Havertz, Werner. At least one should have started.
But is it right wing back? मतलब, I still think it's they are going for at the back, na Sar and wing back
Sar
to
is
me
राइट बैक पे एसपी है एंड
right back
लेफ्ट
Right
है ना
back,
बैक
तो
right back,
right back
and
में
that's why I think
option ही था
attack
ना
is not going nicely.
Shrey, but what was the option right back में apart from Azpilicueta?
I think I would have loved first to play back three in this game
चलो हम
and play an attacking player.
let's get in a neutral in the house. What do you say? Jatin Bhai wants to join, so yes, definitely Jatin Bhai. I will share the link with you, and I will also share the screen just for people जो match नहीं देख पा रहे हैं. Again, people India में I think Sony 6 पे है TV पे. Just so you know, of course, हम match दिखा तो नहीं पाएंगे, लेकिन yeah, we'll certainly be discussing lots in terms of the gameplay and lots other than that in terms of why do you think Chelsea's performance has been such. लेकिन I
ट्यूकल का
am
ट्यूकल का कोविड पॉजिटिव जो आया, आई थिंक उससे भी शॉक कर दिया आई थिंक पूरी टीम और हम सबको, क्योंकि
maybe
ट्यूकल टच
yes.
लाइन पे
Great point. Great point. Let me share the link with the Insane Football Talks.
एंड यहाँ
Yes,
पे एक और व्हेन वी आर डिफेंडिंग तो बहुत ही ज्यादा ऑल ओवर द प्लेस है हम लोग. अटैकिंग में दिख रहा है हम लोग को ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, Ziyech is whipping in crosses और Hudson-Odoi runs बना रहा है, लेकिन डिफेंस में आई डोंट नो वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और कम्युनिकेशन दिख नहीं रहा है मेरे को.
आई थिंक शॉक की बात हमारे साथ ये हो रही है कि वी यूज्ड टू बी सच अ गुड टीम इन डिफेंडिंग कॉर्नर्स. व्हेन एंथनी बैरो केम, ही केम स्ट्रेट आफ्टर फ्रैंक लैम्पार्ड्स फर्स्ट सीजन, एंड अंडर फ्रैंक लैम्पार्ड फर्स्ट सीजन में हम बहुत वी वर कंसीडरिंग सो मेनी गोल्स, एंड देन एंथनी बैरो जस्ट शिफ्टेड नाइसली. बट अब सडनली हर कॉर्नर पे लगता है लाइक अपोनेंट इज गोना स्कोर अ गोल, एवरी कॉर्नर इज गोना स्कोर अ गोल. अगेंस्ट एविडेंस सी टीम, ब्रेथवेट स्कोर्ड अ गोल फ्रॉम अ फ्री किक. तो ये कंसर्न हो गया कि हम गोल्स बहुत खाने लग गए, जो मुझे लग रहा था दिस प्रॉब्लम विल गो अवे.
yes, that's a great point as well. Like but again, क्या बोल सकते हैं यार, मतलब वही है. फ्रैंक लैम्पार्ड हैज कम कि थोड़ा सा सेटअप चेंज कर दिया है चेल्सी का, with two people now not being there in the setup of Chelsea. Ashley Cole and of course I think Joe Edwards जो गए हैं, तो lot of points है इस holiday period में. Actually holiday नहीं था, काफी action था in terms of us not signing any new players, Kennedy coming back, and of course with two people in the coaching staff going, so I think Shrey has a great point wahan, and we are definitely adding Jatin bhai, you have to enjoy certainly being a neutral. क्या लग रहा है मैच का?
या देख के तो ये लग रहा है कि अभी जीत जाएगी चेल्सी का भी चांसेस बने, बट भाई अभी मैं अभी लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग कर रहा था, पता है आपको सीन क्या मेरे साथ? मैं अभी लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग कर रहा था चेल्सी और प्लायमाउथ का, बट है ना मैंने क्या कर दिया, मैंने कैमरा घुमा दिया टीवी की तरफ, मैं मैच दिखा देता हूँ मैच दिखा दिया, कम्युनिटी गाइडलाइंस ट्रैक आ गई.
अच्छा, अरे बाप रे, अपने नहीं यार, you have to be careful about it. लेकिन yes, certainly again people in the house, I'll be adding a couple of new channels in the chat in the description as well. आप already देख पा रहे हो, I think Prasanna Balakrishnan and Shrey FC. Prasanna भी join करेंगे when he's able to because of time difference. I believe it's really early in the morning for him. लेकिन हाँ, certainly Sports Kappa and Insane Football Talks are also in the house, so do check them out in the half time or whenever you're able to. Highly recommended. Lukaku gets that ball from Hudson-Odoi and first touch.
ना
ड्रीम कर रहे हैं लुकाकू भाई साहब.
भाई अगर लुकाकू इस मैच में फर्स्ट टच अच्छे से ले ले तो हो गया फिर.
Yeah, Stripbear says turn possession into goals.
Lukaku's first touch.
You know what? अभी दो ब्लॉक खेल रहे हैं वो लोग, तो in a very strange way I think Havertz was a must इस गेम में.
I think रिपोर्ट आई थी ना हावर्ट्स की कि कोविड के कारण उसका थोड़ा वो है कि ट्यूकल ईज बैक इन कर रहा है, क्योंकि स्टैमिना का भी चक्कर होता है, प्लेयर के भागने पे भी होता है.
और प्लस फॉर पीपल हु थिंक अबाउट हैवर्ट्स, आई नो हमने और हेमंत ने बात किया था शुरू में, लेकिन हैवर्ट्स को दूसरी बार हो रही है कोविड, राइट? आई नो डिफरेंट फॉर्म ऑफ कोविड, लेकिन वी हैव टू बी केयरफुल स्पेशली फॉर समवन हु इज गेटिंग अ सेकंड टाइम. Plus he's a youngster, यार, come on, like let's think that he's our main weapon when it comes to the Club World Cup. But we need this win, yeah. We need this win. It's already close to 20 minutes. Jorginho gets a yellow card. क्या हो रहा है ये? I can see.
सारे shocked है. It's shocking, I think. सारे players shocked हो गए, किसी ने believe नहीं करा था.
Tuchel is not on the sidelines. That's the worst part, and this is exactly when we need Tuchel.
Yeah, हाँ वो एक फैक्टर है कि Tuchel है नहीं.
Yeah, then you know what? I agree with this 100%. And again, time and again on Almighty Blues FC, people you must have watched on other channels. I remember speaking to Hemant about it as well. Hudson-Odoi, bit too hot and cold, man. Like for his kind of experience and exposure that he's got. मैं वही बोल रहा था against Plymouth Argyle, ideal team है when he just needs to go one on one with people. The ideal team where he just needs to take people on, play his game. Why is basically he's just shifting the ball to Ziyech's corner and Ziyech is taking pinging balls. It should be the other way around for me.
Hudson-Odoi को इस समय टेक ऑन करना चाहिए डिफेंडर्स को.
हाँ, absolutely यार, मतलब highly मतलब disappointing है Hudson-Odoi in certain games.
But since he has got that injury, I think he's lost that pace in him, that burst of pace that he used to have.
Yeah, Michael thinks actually that Chelsea should have sold Chotu Bayern last season for 50 million. But the way hindsight is a beautiful thing, Michael. We know that, right? Imagine like Luis Diaz, Chelsea. Michael is a Liverpool fan. I'm sure he'll relate that you guys have actually bought him for about that money. So imagine what Hudson-Odoi could have bought us, and we would have bought someone like Luis Diaz. But
I think in hindsight, Sari was so correct that Hudson-Odoi should be allowed to develop at 21, 22 years of age, and fans are putting so much pressure on him. And in hindsight, now the thing that Sari said at an interview, I think it's just bare true now. He's just not ready right now at the top level.
Absolutely. I think maybe Jatin can relate very well to this because Barcelona fan Jatin that he is. Jatin, I know like इतने सारे youngsters आए हैं Barcelona में, लेकिन वही है ना, maybe आपडे की बात कर लो, like someone like a winger who's there in the youth team done very well, लेकिन you cannot really expect to have results week in week out in the first team, right? लेकिन maybe that bedding kind of जो period बोलते हैं वो एक चीज है. Hudson-Odoi को मिला नहीं फुटबॉल उस समय, वो एक रीजन हो सकता है क्यों इनकंसिस्टेंट.
नाइस वन दुबई निकल गया Hudson-Odoi स्पेस में.
फाइनली आई थिंक मे बी कोवाचिच इज द की इस गेम में मिडफील्ड में. लेकिन अब देखो यार, मतलब व्हाट इज ही डूइंग ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग, व्हाट डिड Hudson-Odoi डू देयर? मतलब बाय द टाइम वो मूव सोचा, as in the Plymouth guy obviously got in. These are League One teams.
अरे Hudson-Odoi,
Chelsea is not playing like Chelsea right now.
नहीं मतलब मैं तो on the other way around बोलूंगा कि when backs are against the wall only then we play well. So maybe
I think my team is running behind, and what has Hudson-Odoi done there?
Exactly.
There was 8 foot of space.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael basically has a point, and that's great. So what happened is, for people out there who don't know the story, in Luis Diaz's signing, I think it was Spurs who basically worked their ass out to they made sure that basically the price is less, and they almost agreed with Luis Diaz, and then comes basically Liverpool and Klopp a phone call, and they use that kind of price, because I think Liverpool initially were not ready to pay the 80 million that Porto were asking. And yes, Sadiq bhai in the house. Hi Brom, United वालों का झूठा कालिया किया लगता वही है Sadiq bhai. very 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 well put. And yes, see मतलब एक साथ भी मतलब मैनचेस्टर फैंस अब रेलगाड़ी के साइड पर एक के बाद एक बोगी आ रही है. But definitely big up to Sadiq bhai, big up to Tejas. Thanks for joining, bro. Twitter is on fire against Lukaku. Yeah, Twitter hai, come on, like Coachella boy. It like when it comes to Twitter, they are so reactive. 90% of people, I will still say the service nahi mil rahi hai Lukaku. Oh, that should have been a better touch, but hopefully signs are coming that we are at least attacking. Nahi? So I can see basically us at least going for the kill. We need that goal before halftime, people.
Chelsea are attacking from the 5th minute, but
oh my god, okay, I actually didn't follow this, and that's great. West Ham are already trailing,
and that's I think non-league side.
FA Cup, we all kind of say that FA Cup hai yaar, come on, it's just FA Cup. Like, come on, FA Cup stories. If not for FA Cup, I think those kids from those non-league playing sides wouldn't have really been so great fans and maybe players. They really get inspired with such nights in early kickoffs, especially Chelsea in early kickoffs. I just remember
we are bad,
terrible. Yeah, honestly, yes.
Who can forget the 2-5 to West Brom?
See, Ziyech, what he's doing is he's just taking the ball and he's just picking, but unfortunately those runs are not coming through. and I
He's
can
getting
see why
good.
Lukaku is being targeted by Twitter. But it's not just him. I would say strongly it was basically our midfield and defense which was missing in those 5 to 10 minutes. वो 5 minute na has really made us suffer the entire game.
Should
थोड़ा
Kepa have
Yeah.
done better?
So Michael,
Better.
we didn't mention this. Tuchel unfortunately has tested positive just before the game, and you can blame maybe the Chelsea board जिन्होंने party की थी. I think they had a get together of all the backroom staff together a couple of days ago, where Marina, Tuchel, and co everyone kind of enjoyed a dinner together. Maybe it was the holiday time, so I know he didn't travel, but it is what it is, right? Unfortunately, absolutely wrong time just before kickoff that we got to know that Tuchel has been tested positive. And yes, more LFC fans in the house. Certainly get in Plymouth.
By
Yes, for
when
the
will be
neutral.
Tuchel available?
Tuchel, मतलब technically 7 days quarantine हुआ करता था. As of recent guidelines, there are it's 5 days. So he'll not be traveling for the Club World Cup tomorrow for sure, at least with the team. Lekin hopefully he travels to Abu Dhabi in UAE towards the latter part of next week or final के लिए हो next Saturday. But before that, we need this game.
Are we reaching the final?
Corner.
Come on, yaar. Shrey, after what happened 2012 में. Yes, Hemant bhai, बोलिए.
No. Shit.
Hemant bhai is still in the shock. Is it really Chelsea that I'm watching? Well, that's FA Cup for you.
ऐसा लग रहा है Plymouth is playing at home और Chelsea एक non-league side है. ऐसा हो रहा है.
Absolutely.
They're up for it. See, FA Cup is all about the zeal. Oh, own goal होते तो बच गया.
One more. Or a corner.
I thought the break was going to serve us better. I think it served worse. Like the players just aren't looking at it right now.
Yeah, they're not it.
Yeah.
They're not it. मतलब only positive मैं बोलना चाहूँगा कि after the break it is basically FA Cup and Plymouth, so we have a chance to come back. Imagine if this was like a top tier Champions League game.
अभी ड्रेसिंग रूम में जाओ हाफ टाइम पे and arrange a call with Thomas Tuchel और वो उसको थोड़ा फाड़ेगा ना ड्रेसिंग रूम में तब इनको
अभी
अकल आएगी.
साइडलाइन पे कौन है अंकित भाई? Who is on the sideline right now?
It's the assistant.
Yeah, but I think Hemant, you told me the name, right? I forgot the name again. Sorry about that, people. But yes.
Michael करके एक है.
यार एक्चुअली ना वही ना कोचिंग स्टाफ में भी 2 लोग कम है, स्पेशली जो एडवर्ड्स हैज लेफ्ट चेल्सी आफ्टर 27 years people. He was a Chelsea legend. मतलब firstly as a player, I don't think he got a chance to play in the first team, Joe Edwards, लेकिन then he moved to the coaching. He was great for years. We will miss him. Strangely, we are not replacing Joe Edwards on the sidelines.
नहीं यार, crosses.
He's not low.
Yes, Michael, absolutely. Like when it comes to basically teams from the Libertadores, I don't think we can underestimate. We as Chelsea fans definitely know what happens at Corinthians, so we will not take any team lightly. Hopefully, unlike what we're doing today. And United lost yesterday. It's a weird time. Absolutely, Shibber. It's absolutely 100% weird time being a football fan. That's how. Ziyech with a nice shot, like it deflect ho gaya, direct to the goalkeeper after that. So I had
reaction क्या था अंकित भाई वो handball का?
मतलब यार मैं actually I wanted a United fan in the house. मैंने बुलाया भी था लेकिन unfortunately it was too late. मेरे ख्याल से like let's be honest, rule is not worded clearly. Rule के मुताबिक जो है in terms of the handball, the Manchester United को हुआ था for people who missed out. I think it was basically obviously Middlesbrough का player who handled the ball and then passed. लेकिन it wasn't on purpose. So if it's an accidental kind of a touch, and if it's an attacker, you get the benefit of doubt. And in a strange way it happened. I think to Chelsea not very far back with Havertz. लेकिन
भाई बच गया. Shit.
Oh man, second time. Crossbar
challenge.
Hudson-Odoi, we already hit the crossbar twice, people. That is Hudson-Odoi this time. It should have been a goal, let's be honest. Or Kovacic with an earlier effort. दोनों ही बार Ziyech का ping था.
अबे यार.
That should be finished. Hudson-Odoi has to put that in the net.
it's a terrible finish. Let's be honest. Lukaku has a chance. No, he takes forever. Lukaku and his first touches. Come on, man. Against Plymouth also, like, let's be honest. Like, I have to criticize him, unfortunately.
I think his time is at Chelsea is over. Lukaku.
No, it's too soon to say that. I wouldn't go so far. लेकिन हाँ, criticism तो मिलनी चाहिए जहाँ it's due. लेकिन हाँ, coming back to the handball where I was, like, so the rule why it was made, क्योंकि what if tomorrow, what if a defender जानबूझ के on purpose hits the ball to a hand of an attacker, and that is what they wanted to avoid. That is basically it's an accident for the attacker, so let's allow that, right? We don't want the play to be stopped, and that is what referees don't understand. And Hudson-Odoi, I'm seeing the replay again. Come on. Chelsea perspective says is the crossbar the target for Chelsea players. I don't know really what to say, but I think United should have won final. Yes, absolutely. Like, they missed loads of chances, especially Rashford and Bruno Fernandes.
After the penalty miss, Ronaldo was not himself.
Absolutely.
He hasn't been himself, I think, for the last 5 months, 4 or 5 months. He hasn't been the Ronaldo we know. I think dressing room crisis, everything. The reports have also been coming that Maguire, the group is united. Some group are not happy with Ronaldo's ambition. So I think he's not looking the Ronaldo happiness that we've seen, and he's showing on the pitch.
Yeah, he's definitely disappointed by the team's effort or lack of it rather. Lekin, yeah, he's a competitor. Let's be honest. He's one of the goats. So again, happy belated birthday. I think कल था क्या उसका birthday? If I'm not wrong.
आज है.
आज है. अच्छा, नेमार का भी आज है.
नेमार का भी आज है.
और एक और बंदे का भी है. 3 लोगों का.
अच्छा. Interesting. So, well, anyway, people in the house, who has been your man of the match till date? Honestly, मैं Plymouth का expert नहीं हूँ. Half an hour into the game. Lekin for Chelsea, I think Hakim Ziyech has probably been the, as I say that,
Ziyech and Kovacic.
Kovacic, yeah, he should have scored that, in my opinion, नहीं?
हाँ.
Early जो हुआ था.
Score करना चाहिए था, but crossbar.
लेकिन यार proper, I think Jorginho has been missing. He has been very slow. Plymouth has, in a strange way, Shrey, would you say कि Jorginho has been targeted? क्योंकि him getting that early yellow एक coincidence नहीं है ना?
I think it's not been, fully targeted. I think it's just not on pace right now because a lot of these players are coming from holiday. They've lost their pace, and I think, let's be brutally honest, I think they came with an attitude. ये Plymouth है, इनको हरा ही देंगे आराम से, and I think that attitude has bit them in the back. They came with an attitude. It's going to be a nice 5-1, 6-1 victory. We are going to clap there, enjoy ourselves, shake hands, and show our solidarity. And I think that way, Jorginho has one bad thing in his game that I've always seen is sometimes he's so complacent and it bites us in the back. Against Arsenal at home, he was complacent and his back pass most probably cost us the top 4. This season, his back pass against Manchester United cost us a victory. And I think in that way, there's just a streak in him that in some matches he goes missing. In some matches, he shows that complacency. And I think today he's showing that is biting us in the back.
And I think even Christensen be back, if I'm not wrong, Hemant, would you say Christensen was at fault for that free kick positioning में? Kepa?
No, Kepa is not at fault. वो तो हो ही नहीं सकता उस समय. I think वो organization, मतलब उसमें they should have not conceded this. थोड़ा और ज़्यादा attack कर सकता था वो player के ऊपर.
Nice shot. Azpi था ना? Azpi का shot था, right?
Azpilicueta. Yes.
Look at this here. Azpi is taking shots on goal. Come on, midfield of Chelsea, take some shots, please. Mason Mount also hasn't looked himself. मेरे ख्याल से केपा की भी गलती थी यार. He should have. I know it's वो एक.
He should have done better, but defense में इतने गड़बड़ी थी, क्या ही कर लेगा केपा भी फिर.
Positioning of the defense was at fault.
बहुत ही खतरनाक जोन में थी जैसे आपने बोला था पहले.
Right.
Nice cross.
मतलब मैं तो इतना ही. Oh, come on, यार Lukaku भाई साहब. Come on, यार. For Lukaku's quality, he should have been timing that jump better.
Azpilicueta to Ziyech.
Good ball. Good.
Okay, so Tanish, thank you for joining, bhai. And who is 60 number jersey? 60 Chelsea का तो नहीं है definitely. Definitely Plymouth का ही होगा. So he's probably saying number 60 jersey आपका man of the match है as of now. So let me actually check it. अगर यहाँ पर है in terms of the Let me actually check out who's that. Because, kudos to Plymouth Argyle. We can't really say that Chelsea is the only one who's missing. Plymouth has turned up, and they deserve what they are getting right now. Because we have it the crossbar 2 बार, लेकिन यार 60 तो कोई भी नहीं है. Honestly, I'm just looking at the team sheets. 60 is no one, Tanish bhai. I'm not too sure whom you're
भाई 60
looking
नहीं
at.
था, कहीं 60 देख लिया हो.
I think 10 ही होगा. Danny Mayer, who's there, number 10. He looks to be the playmaker for me. Again,
भाई did you notice this? मतलब
अच्छा, Chelsea
Chelsea
bench.
आगे
Okay,
जाते
that
टाइम
is
पे
I think Sharman
Chelsea
Love.
आगे जाते टाइम
Sharman
पे
Love.
attacking
Yeah, Sharman Love होगा. Tanish bhai. That is Jatin bhai.
हाँ मतलब मैं ये कह रहा था मतलब चेल्सी आगे जाने के टाइम पर न्यूमेरिकल सुपीरियरिटी नहीं बना पा रही है अटैक में. जियाच थोड़ा सा मतलब ड्रिफ्ट इन हो रहा है, तो इसकी वजह से शायद से मतलब अटैक में जो 3 बंदे चाहिए वो हो नहीं पा रहे, प्रोवाइड नहीं हो पा रहे.
Exactly. जीएच तो आई थिंक वो वाइड रहे तभी बेटर है. जीएच हडसन-ओडोई और जीएच का बैड थ्रू बॉल अटेम्प्ट, he should have done much better. Let's be honest. उस पर्टिकुलर प्ले में certainly.
लकाका ने मिस कर दिया.
Yeah, it's Teddy Sherman Love. Teddy Sherman Love is the number 60. I just rechecked. He is the goalkeeper from the youth team. With the hammers down 1-0 as well, लगता है all London teams went to celebrate Ronaldo का birthday. I know late hours हो गया, and by the way वो दिख रहा है पिच पर. Quite
I
rightly
think
said.
वेस्ट हैम का मेरे को समझ आता है कि वेस्ट हैम का चक्कर ये है, उन्होंने एफए कप को इतना सीरियसली लेना भी नहीं. लाइक फॉर देम इट्स मोर अबाउट प्रीमियर लीग एंड टॉप 7 टॉप 8 फिनिश. बट फॉर चेल्सी एंड फॉर द क्वालिटी ऑफ प्लेयर्स वी हैव एंड मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड जस्ट लॉस्ट टू मिडलसब्रो फॉर एग्जांपल. दे आर स्टिल चैंपियंस.
वापस भाई कोवाचिच.
नहीं, how is it possible? Why is it a Chelsea thing? We hit the post, and what a shot by Kovacic.
They are
destiny. I have to say,
oh my god,
watching again, great comment here. Abhiru Bhattacharya से United, Real, PSG, Bayern, Barca all got knocked out. क्या reason हो सकता है? Who would like to take it? Hemant bhai, what do you think?
भाई मैं तो अभी क्रॉस वो पोस्ट पे लगा वो देखा मैंने.
कोई नहीं. तो जतिन भाई क्या लगता है, मतलब being a Barca fan also,
बारसा को इस सीजन टॉप 4 के लिए जाना था, तो आई थिंक उन्होंने उतना सीरियसली तो लिया. सीरियसली लेना चाहिए था, वो अलग बात, हमने सीरियसली लिया और बाहर हो गए. तो उसका मतलब हमारा मेन एम टॉप 4 था. बायर्न अपनी कप्स को ज्यादा सीरियसली नहीं लेती, उनका एम रहता है बुंडेसलीगा और यूसीएल. तो ये हो सकता है उनका. पीएसजी का तो कुछ कह नहीं सकते इस सीजन, दे आर शैम्बॉलिक इतने अच्छे प्लेयर होने के बावजूद.
Have we gone 5 at the back? People in the chat do comment, क्योंकि अभी मुझे नजर आया कि Malang Sar was playing center half. Malang Sar was actually playing center half. So have we changed our formation midway through the game? Again, anyone who's watching, आप बोलिए क्या लगता है. मुझे लग रहा है कि in a strange way we might have gone 3 at the back.
Chelsea have gone 3 at the back. From the last 20 minutes they're playing 3 at the back.
I think we have gone 3 at the back.
क्योंकि Jorginho was yellow carded उसके बाद, क्योंकि he couldn't have been the lone man in that central pivot. So maybe yes.
Foul.
बहुत irritating game हो रहा है.
Big up to Radio Sangam. How bad is Lukaku now? Was amazing at Inter. It's crazy how badly it's fallen. Just Michael, like again, I have basically an idea, right? Lukaku was a focal point in Inter. Everything went through Lukaku. He dropped into midfield, and he actually played in Lautaro Martinez, and there was someone who ran in behind people. Here, he doesn't even have a Werner next to him in this game, especially. And Chelsea don't play that way anyway. So, with him just, with his back against the wall, I'm not sure he's got it right. And of course, definitely blame on Lukaku as well. He should be doing better. The world-class striker that he is. Even his first touches have gone from, bad to worse. And Hudson-Odoi could have got a glance in, but Kismat bhai, Kismat. Kal Ronaldo missed a penalty, Bruno missed open goals, Stars misaligned for big teams. I love that's cup football, in a nutshell. Yes,
ग्लिच
even
हुआ है
Madrid is
भाई,
out of
ग्लिच हुआ है
Copa,
चेल्सी
and
के साथ.
I actually watched that live as well. So it was crazy. Today's main game, Milan derby. Yes, of course, for people out there, one of the
आज
reasons
मिलन
why I
derby?
have again Kaka. 10:30 बजे है मिलान derby.
यहाँ पे एक चीज हुई अभी, आई थिंक पता नहीं देखा कि नहीं, मेसन माउंट राइट साइड में आया एंड देयर वाज नो वन टू टेक द क्रॉस. वो पूछ रहा है किसको दूं. लुकाकू ने रन नहीं बनाया, कैलम हडसन-ओडोई लेट आया, तो वो थोड़ा देखना है इन लोग को, अटैकिंग में पोजीशनिंग का प्रॉब्लम भी हो रहा है.
Absolutely. Yes,
I think for
Shrey.
me, I think for Lukaku, I think that Lukaku chat came in. I think for Lukaku, I think the problem has been just like I think most points were covered by you that at Inter it used to go through him.
Go! Oh, what the goal, bhai! Back heel.
Azpilicueta. Okay, anyone out there who's really watched Almighty Blues FC, be it on our channel or anyone, like was it Mason Mount?
Beauty.
देखा ही नहीं.
टाइम मेरा लास्ट में आएगा.
Let me.
I think it's such bad to have a stream going behind because already that enjoyment goes away.
Kovacic, Mason Mount, Azpilicueta, people with a back heel finish. And yes, I would like to say it, and I would like to pat my back here. I have to say it time and again. मैं बोलते आ रहा हूँ. People like Azpilicueta needs to stay in Chelsea Football Club. You cannot buy experience. A person like Azpilicueta knows the importance of such a game. A right back playing at centre forward position when Lukaku has literally been missing. Lukaku,
he's blue. He bleeds blue. That guy bleeds blue.
भाई Azpilicueta कोई स्ट्राइकर खिला लो, मैं तो कहता हूँ.
Again, like I would like to say it, and I'm bragging here. Sorry for that, but again, people in the panel also would agree. I've been to their channels, and I'm time and again said, Azpilicueta is a player.
मैंने बहुत सपोर्ट किया.
टाइम एंड अगेन वो एक एक्सपीरियंस है. ट्रस्ट मी, रिसेंट सीजन हम क्यों नहीं जीतते आ रही, क्योंकि वी आर नॉट हैविंग दोज एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर्स बैक टू बैक. हम बेसिकली आर चर्निंग लॉट मेनी पीपल आउट देयर. वी नीड कंसिस्टेंसी एट द क्लब. जो सिटी है, लिवरपूल करते आ रही है. Doesn't matter यार, you're 31, 32, 33. These are 33 is nothing, to be very honest. He's a good squad player at worst. तो मैं तो रखना चाहूंगा just by that goal alone. Hopefully it gets us back on track. बहुत ही crucial goal. Do you say the absolute apt time, people, that Azpilicueta has scored that goal?
Yeah. अभी तो हाफ टाइम के इधर भी जा रहे हैं, so हाफ टाइम के बाद थोड़ा चेंज हो जाएगा माइंडसेट.
I think जो लिवरपूल सिटी का पॉइंट कर रहे थे अंकित भाई, I think on that I think I say that Liverpool City you have to see the balance. Like for Salah, he's getting near to 30, 31 now, and they've already found his replacement. I think for Chelsea, it's just not about selling these players. I think problem that Chelsea gets themselves into is at first what Marina Ganavis gets afraid is that Azpilicueta might run down his contract. They might not get money back on that. And the biggest problem that Chelsea has is we don't have a replacement available for all these players.
वापस.
Did you miss that?
Yeah.
My stream is behind. I just have to see.
मैं इस पॉइंट पे पहुंच रहा हूँ. मैं बहुत बड़ा रैंट वीडियो बना दूंगा लुकाकू.
Oh my God, Lukaku, man! Is this going to be the worst transfer we have made?
अंकित भाई आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
6 महीना बहुत ही जल्दी है for us to react. That's what my personal opinion is.
मैंने उसे ट्वीट भी डाली थी कि लुकाकू सबको रॉन्ग प्रूफ करेगा और गोल मारेगा. अब मेरी बेइज्जती होगी उसके कारण. I backed him that day.
लुकाकू के ऊपर कभी एक स्टेटमेंट नहीं देना, कभी
नहीं दूंगा.
हो सकता है.
Azpilicueta, man, like hats off. By the way, Azpilicueta certainly, and again,
today's Milan derby as well.
Barcelona will have a bargain.
Well, I don't know, but I would like Milan derby. What is your call? Who's going to win it?
AC Milan. Inter Milan practically लगता है sound, but I will go with AC Milan.
Yeah,
I think draw.
I really want AC Milan. Draw. First leg draw was. Hopefully we'll get a result.
Inter.
And the red card.
लुकाकू भैया के साथ वो इंटर जीतेगी.
लुकाकू. ओह अच्छा, आप समझ में आए लुकाकू क्यों नहीं परफॉर्म कर रहा है आज.
अरे
फोकस तो हाँ होगा ना.
फोकस तो इंटर के मैच पर है.
Yeah,
I
but
think हमने
again,
किट भी निकाली है लुकाकू के लिए, ट्रिवागो की नई किट निकाली है हमने ब्लू कलर की, इंटर मिलान जैसी.
yes, and that is the funniest meme that's going around now. Well, anyway, this goes for Azpilicueta people. Like, again, right timing. Hopefully, he does the team talk. Tuchel missing है half time पे, him and Jorginho. Very important in basically the sidelines. And yes, if AC Milan win the Serie A, will get very interesting. Exactly, Michael. Like not just because I have a soft corner for Milan. मैं तो चाहता हूँ कि AC Milan wins because I think Inter have a game in hand.
Inter
Over
have a
AC
Yeah,
Milan.
Inter are far away.
Yeah, so they'll get the 7-point lead with the game in hand. That'll be too far, right? It'll be like almost the Premier League. I know Napoli are close. Like, let's be honest. I think Napoli, time and again, they've kind of lost it towards the end months. I don't see them kind of having that momentum. AC Milan can have that because they have a squad, lot of players injured. Like, that's the thing, right? They have a lot of players injured even for tonight. So I really doubt if AC Milan will win, but I want them to win. Milan derby है इसीलिए exactly interested.
Uninterested.
Just separated
I
by
think it's
4
become a
points.
meme now.
हाँ, गेम हैंड भी है इंटर के पास.
Yes. People again do smash that like button and check out the description. You can see Shrey FC certainly there. I don't think Prasanna was able to join. Hopefully in the second half or half time. Let me see. And we have almost half time here. 2 minutes here. Stoppage time in the first half. Dishant is an Inter fan. Okay, I feel so happy seeing Lukaku situation. Oh, okay.
भाई
So
होना चाहिए
I
ना.
think Inter fans are pissed, no? If I'm not wrong, they are really pissed with Lukaku the way he led them in the first place.
हाँ, Chelsea is my home.
Oh man, nice cross. Mason Mount.
Shot.
अभी
Oh, wide. Jorginho.
मैं आज भी
Oh.
लुकाकू का स्टेटमेंट पढ़ता हूँ ना तो मेरे को अजीब लगता है, डोगलापन लगता है थोड़ा. पहले बोलता है चेल्सी इज माय बॉयहुड क्लब, मेरे को आना है. फिर बोलता है मैं इंटर वापस जाऊंगा क्योंकि मुझे वहां फिनिश करना है बिजनेस.
Yeah, this we have to support Lukaku, especially the Chelsea fan and Inter fans. But boy, he stinks.
Absolutely. I think Chelsea perspective has, I think, fully summed it because on one hand, he's our own player, so we have to support him, whether he plays bad or not, whether his first test is good or not. But on the other hand, the way he's doing and giving the statements, I think if the Inter interview never came in, I think Chelsea fans would have been a lot more supportive of him. We would be defending him right now.
Come on, man. How is that not a goal?
यार.
How is that not a goal? Rudiger, I
Half
don't
time
know.
wasted.
Was there a defender? वो गया गोल के अंदर कैसे नहीं गया यार? कहाँ गया बॉल? It was a direct header.
Shot misplaced हो गया. On target
Oh
रखना.
man.
यार मेरा
Anyway,
सबसे
people- Again, I know a lot of us watching together. Hopefully, we are having fun. Despite Chelsea पीछे गई, sum up करते हैं quickly. That first half. Firstly, of course, thoughts go to Tuchel, जो इस मैच में नहीं है. He's unfortunately been tested positive, which has clearly affected the team, along with obviously Joe Edwards not being in the sidelines, I'm assuming. लेकिन what are your thoughts quickly? Firstly, I would like to start with Hemant.
आज के उसमें फर्स्ट हाफ में जिएश बेस्ट प्लेयर लगा मेरे को. यस, एस्पिलिक्वेटा ने गोल मारा, बट जिएश हैज बीन द बेस्ट प्लेयर. डिफेंसिव स्ट्रक्चर अनऑर्गेनाइज था शुरू के 20 मिनट में. उसके बाद थोड़ा हमने गेम में वापस आना शुरू किया. आई थिंक फॉर्मेशन बीच में चेंज किया था हम लोग ने, एंड उसका इफेक्ट
लग रहा था for 15-20 minutes at least.
यस, और लुकाकू को थोड़ा और एफर्ट डालना पड़ेगा. हिज फर्स्ट टच हैज बीन हॉरेंडस, और यस उसकी वजह से कुछ हो नहीं पा रहा है.
Okay, so we add even Prasanna in the house. Prasanna, good morning to you. Thanks for joining. So again, people in the chat, do check out the description. Prasanna Balakrishnan, Shrey FC are there. Do check out Sports Kappa. I'll be adding that and Insane Football Talks. Certainly means a lot for these people to join on short notice. Prasanna, I don't know if you got a chance to look at that first goal of Plymouth Argyle. What are your thoughts? Because we had mixed opinion on that first goal. Whose mistake was it?
I mean, that was a good ball and a decent header, but Lukaku, I think he was slightly late to react to it. I feel he could have been more proactive, but overall his first half has been terrible. I mean, the only thing he did was the thumbs up to Jorginho. That was probably the only good thing he did in that first half. That thumbs up. I mean,
Oh my
apart from that,
God.
we have had chances. I mean, Kovacic is hitting the post twice. Hudson-Odoi, I think he should have scored that. I mean, he's literally there. Just get that header and there. And Mount, and I think Mount has had a good first half. I mean, that's the thing about
Yeah.
Mount. Whenever, even if you say he has like a bad touch or something, he's always there for a next one. He's always there. He's
Exactly.
always there to grind out something. And I think we should somehow see this in the second half. I think we should somehow see this out.
Yeah, in a strange way, I think Mount first 15 minutes he was terrible, like the way I saw it. But I think, no, Hemant pointed out as well. We maybe change the formation for like 15-20 minutes in between. I think even Jatin Bhai said like maybe after Jorginho got booked, and I could see maybe us talking the midfield more, and maybe Mount was playing wide on the right. Maybe Lukaku was brought in more on the left hand side of central. So that's why maybe Mount had more space, and that's why maybe he did slightly better there because yeah, in a strange way, I think Kovacic, despite the two efforts that he's had, he's not like the dominated midfielder that
Oh,
he's
yeah.
done in recent matches. So again, we will have
West Ham are 1-0 down.
yeah,
That's the
and
thing.
that's another thing, right? And then it's basically the FA Cup times that we are proper in this time, and especially I think the break that there was. I think a lot of teams are taking a toll with the break, and इतना इतना डर गया मैनचेस्टर वाले मैच में कि मैं
पैंट
oh man, come on, yeah, Gaurav bhai.
Just give me 2
What
minutes.
that was
I'll
that?
just put myself on mute and come back.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. And see, as fans, I know that we've had many scary moments, but come on, not against Middlesbrough. If you're a Man U fan, but yes, that is what a fan's reaction can be. As in, you can get wide of the mark बहुत बार. लेकिन जतिन भाई, क्या reaction आपका? बारसा जब हारी थी, क्या था आपका recent match में,
क्या
कप में थी, कप गेम में हार रही थी?
मैंने तो एक्सपेक्ट करके गया था कि बारसा हारने वाली है. आई ऑलवेज एक्सपेक्ट कि बारसा हारेगी. हारी तो फिर कुछ इज्जत नहीं उतरेगी. ठीक है, एक्सपेक्टेशंस लो कर जाओ, यू विल गेट बेटर. तो वैसे मतलब चेल्सी आर मोस्ट सूटेड विद 3 एट द बैक. जैसे आपने पहले देखा फर्स्ट 5 मिनट्स में देखा हमने 4 एट द बैक से खेलने गए, नहीं जमा, नॉट कंफर्टेबल. जैसे दे स्विच टू 3 एट द बैक, 3 एट द बैक में बहुत अच्छे से जेल हो जाते हैं वो लोग. दे मतलब थॉमस टुकेल ने उनके इनबिल्ड में ऐसे कर दिया है ना कि 3 एट द बैक अभी उनके रग में बस गया है.
एकदम आई थिंक इट्स मोर अबाउट जस्ट देम बीइंग कंफर्टेबल ना. मतलब एक है, मतलब बाय डिफॉल्ट सबको पता है पोजीशंस क्या होने वाली है इफ यू गो थ्री द बैक. लेकिन टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द हाफ मैंने वापस देखा कि एस्पिलिक्वेटा वाज प्रॉपर राइट बैक. तो आई डोंट नो, विंग बैक थे इसलिए ही वाज एबल टू कम एंड स्कोर. बट अगेन हैट्स ऑफ टू एस्पिलिक्वेटा. बैक heel from Azpilicueta people. Again, Zola scored a similar goal for Chelsea back in the day, like Aspi did today. Absolutely,
डेविड विला की याद दिला दी.
नहीं, डेविड या तो है ही डेफिनेटली. लेकिन जोला, ग्रेट पॉइंट देयर. आई थिंक इट्स हनीफ ब्रो लाइक डेफिनेटली in terms of Zola. I remember a game tha, I think it was one of the Cup Winners' Cup games, if I remember right. It was a comeback, and Zola in that game also was something else. Like Norwich, we know, great goal that he scored of corner. One of the goals of Chelsea, I would say, ever. Substitute chose by what Batman is saying. I would like to agree, लेकिन in a strange way again. I don't know. What do you think,
वर्नर खेल रहा, मतलब वर्नर अवेलेबल है.
है, बेंच पर है वर्नर. Would you bring on?
Or rather, substitute Lukaku. Then so.
I'll bring on Werner.
Yeah, okay. Werner and Kai.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we have our strong 11 today. There is no excuses.
Absolutely. And again, Haneef bro, I've sent you the link as well. If you want to join, you're welcome, certainly. Just a set of Chelsea boys and neutral in Jatin bhai that we have here, just discussing what's happening. इतना डर लग रहा है एटलेटिको क्या करेगा मैन यूनाइटेड का. वेल, let's actually talk the Champions League quickly. What do you think, Shrey? United probably the only chance getting into the final stages of a tournament this particular year. So Champions League, they'll be up for it against a disappointing Atletico Madrid in the season.
I think they should be, because the Atletico Madrid of this season, I think they are just ridiculously bad. They haven't been the Atletico we know, and Even in the league, they are so much far behind Real Madrid, and it's been disappointing for a team that won the title last year. We expected them to be the good defending champions, and for them, it's not like they've had a Barca-like crisis where they've lost some players. And I think it's been ridiculously bad. And Atletico, see, we saw last year as well against Chelsea. At no point, except that fear in my mind that Atletico are a good team, at no point they troubled us last year. At any point, it never seemed like they're going to score. Diego Simeone terrorism tactics. I think it was just ridiculously bad the way they are sat back. Felix is being absolutely destroyed by them. And I think I just cannot see a chance for them. If Manchester United are on their game, and they should be, I think United will knock them out. And I think Manchester United will proceed against Atletico Madrid. And if they don't, I think it's time for them to shut down the season and just wait for next season, because they are one of the, because they should be embarrassed. I think Manchester United should be embarrassed if they don't knock this Atletico Madrid out, because Atletico Madrid are absolutely out of form.
Not now, considering the final 2 or 3 matches. मतलब ठीक ठाक खेल रहा है, इतना अच्छा भी नहीं, ठीक ठाक खेल रहा है.
But United have Ronaldo.
हाँ, that's the cheat code. तो अभी क्या ही.
I think they have a good squad. If let's be brutally honest, United should be doing better. Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford. They have got in the back. They have got people like Varane, who they spend so much money on. They've got 70 million Sancho. They have David De Gea, one of the best keeper in the world. They're one of the most talented right winger in the world in Sancho. The most talented youngster in the world in Rashford. They have Ronaldo, the best clinical finisher in the world. They have got, you can say, Cavani also. They have got Bruno last year, who racked up 25, 26 goals. United should be doing better, I think, and that's a mentality issue.
Father, Ragnick, Godfather भी उनके पास, जिसने टोकल को सब कुछ सिखाया है तो.
Yeah, it's pretty late. Like, Chelsea perspective is asking who would you sub. So, like I think Prasanna said, I think Lukaku going off is a no-brainer. He's not.
Should we take off Jorginho?
Jorginho, that's a good call.
Yellow card.
Whom would you get on?
I think
Chalobah?
Saul.
Yeah, Saul, poor guy, yaar. Last performance was actually very good, na? It's we didn't kind of cover that, me and Hemant, when we started the stream. Like, a great point, because definitely Saul.
I mean, at points in the first half, I actually thought, were we still on holiday? I mean,
absolutely.
The players, they went on a nice holiday, they came back. I think they were still on that. That's one thing that the 2-week break can do to you. Your intensity will not be the highest it will normally be when you continuously play one, and even a game.
That is why we should have played some youngster, I thought. Anyway, but let's.
I think there was a under-23 game yesterday. There was the PL2 game.
Okay.
That was one reason probably.
Okay. Welcoming Haneef, bro. Welcome, first time on Almighty Blues FC. Great to see you. Of course, a very experienced Chelsea fan here in the house. Know this stuff inside out for people out there. Of course, he's very active on, I think, radio as well in the UK, if I'm not wrong. Haneef, any words on that?
How are you? Kaise ho?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Namaste, sat sri akal, kem cho. I probably missed a couple. I'm so sorry. I hope everybody in India is good. Obviously, everyone's suffering from COVID, but football is the beautiful game. Chelsea. Sometimes you need to kick up the backside to get going, and we should win 3-1. I predicted 3-1, and as long as we don't lose, I don't want to be Manchester United. Kya kare? But this is the magic of the FA Cup. It is a competition which, if you don't turn up on the day, anything is possible. And we saw it last night. Arsenal fans saw it the other night, and we have to be very, very careful that we don't make any mistakes. We're playing 4-3. It looks like a 4-3-3, and we make the pressure count. जो आपकी जो commentating है बहुत अच्छी है. My Urdu Punjabi is a bit off. माफ कर देना.
सब चलता है. मतलब I always say it, Almighty Blues FC is a fan channel for all to see, and that is the reason we have people from all across the world, and that's what we love. Again, a lot of people in the chat as well. Chelsea perspective, always supporting the channel. Of course, Michael talks football. Haneef runs a channel on his own, and I'll certainly put the links once the stream is done. Prasanna has a great channel, of course, and again in different time zones. It's absolutely great what the internet does to you, and of course, Chelsea family that we're building. But for footballing community, Jatin bhai is in the house with Insane Football Talks, Shrey FC, and Sports Kappa. But yeah, thanks a lot again, Haneef, to join. Hopefully, we'll enjoy the second half. लेकिन एक question यहाँ पर आया था, Jatin bhai, I know you'll probably have a say here. We spoke about Newcastle in recent stream.
Whatever the hell happens with Newcastle, even if they're richest club in the world, भाई पुल अलग ही होता है वो क्लब्स का, बार्सिलोना, रियल
यार
मैड्रिड,
ध्यान रखना
मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड।
क्लिप कर दी जाओगे क्योंकि यू नेवर नो यार, मैन सिटी एक बार मैं खुद बोला था 10 साल पहले कि नहीं होने वाला।
नहीं नहीं
Yeah, in City in 2008 they got Robinho, and that was like the start of
Exactly.
what was to come. Now they've got
And they
Bruno
took off Robinho
Guimaraes.
from us, by the way. Last minute, I know Robinho instead of us, he signed for City.
Yeah, now Newcastle have got Bruno. He was apparently rumored to Arsenal, and they got him. That could be the start of who knows.
Yeah,
If
I
they
mean,
survive,
throwback clip डाल
within
देना।
5 or 6 years, Newcastle United are going to be one of the teams that'll be competing for Europe, possibly.
Yeah.
We have to be very
Yeah.
careful that we as a club try and build a title-winning team. Whether we're probably not there yet, and we won't be for another year. I think in Tuchel's final year of his contract, I expect this team to be competing for the Premier League title. He gets 2 years free from me, and then I can be critical. But Newcastle United have bought well. They've bought 5 players in, and that Gamirez, I think if you ask Manchester United fans, Arsenal fans, he'd probably walk into their midfield.
Absolutely, 100%. Like I think defensive, the stats are just out of this world. I know he used to play for Lyon, but someone like him probably will bring about that, kind of calmness in midfield. Again, at the same time, he's someone who's coming from a different league. And talk about different leagues, like, Haneef mentioned about Tuchel. Like the difference between Klopp and Tuchel is the fact that Tuchel won in his first season the Champions League. So the expectations are much more than, of course, your Chelsea Football Club. We know the way the club has been run in the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah, but sorry, I just wanted to say, I don't think Tuchel's on the level of Klopp here until he doesn't win the Premier League. He's not won a league, like a respectable league, and he has to win the league. For me, I think Klopp is the best manager in the world for me because he can build a club from nothing.
Yeah, great point.
Yeah.
And at Chelsea we're different. We buy players for the club, and the manager has to manage. And I don't think we should have got Lukaku, but he's the one. That's the money where we've, that's the player we spent the money on. Was it the right move? Time will tell. But
भाई Alonso coming on.
I think 3 at the back.
it's one of them.
I'm probably guessing it's Malang Sarr is staying on the pitch. So we are definitely going 3 at the back. What do you think, Shrey, in terms of the tactic? Yeah, I can certainly see. Yeah, Ziyech playing right wing back, Aspi playing right centre back, maybe, and maybe Malang Sarr left centre back. Lekin we have maybe one of Christensen, Rudiger off. Let me actually check.
Christensen.
Oh, Lukaku is still on the pitch, people. Breaking news.
4 number Christensen का है ना?
Christensen, yeah.
Yeah, 4 number.
I think Malang Sarr is the centre back.
Yeah.
Yes.
But have we changed the formation? That's a big question.
I
don't
does it
think
look
so.
Abhi 4 at the back है.
Yeah, 4 at the back.
I think if anyone is
Christensen at the back.
looking at Lukaku, does he not seem unfit as compared to when he came?
Yeah, just in terms of he's not that slim. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah,
He
my
looks a
second
bit
half
more-
was just
Oh,
started
nice
in
one.
case. What about you all? Is it just
45-25.
okay?
Mine is 45-15.
45-10 now.
Okay.
Yeah,
just-
man.
My
I'll
problem,
I'll probably join at full time
45-37.
because my net is kind of here and there, so I'll probably join at full time.
my problem with
Not a problem, not
Lukaku
a
isn't that
problem.
he's fit.
Yeah,
He's
man.
not aggressive enough. Lukaku is not aggressive enough. He needs to be a kutta, and he's not a kutta. We need a kutta up front, if that makes sense. And I like kutte. Drogba was a kutta. Costa was a big kutta. This guy's not a kutta. He's a billy. That's the problem.
इसीलिए Armando Broja, we need him. Like, for me, he's got that fire in him. That
He's
fire
the
is-
future. Future नहीं present भी मैं कहता हूँ. He is the present also. अगर
Present
अभी
तो
लाएंगे
यार, would he start? I'm not too sure if it is. I know he's better than Lukaku on form. Lekin, I would still say, as in that's the way that we operate. Unfortunately, Broja knows that he'll not start here.
Who are you
That was a
talking about?
terrible
Sorry.
ball. Armando Broja.
No, he's not ready. He's
Yeah,
nowhere
not ready
near
yet. Exactly. So he,
Nowhere
but
near
he could be a great impact player, but he doesn't want to be. Is what I'm guessing right now. That's why he's probably tempted by the Southampton links. bring Werner instead of Lukaku. Like Werner again, like I think against Plymouth, I would still want a target man up front, someone who could bulldoze. Like I think Haneef Bro said about being a kutta, and that's what you want. Like someone who has that fire at the same time that physicality. So in a strange way, I've been calling it from first half. I actually see Havertz doing well in this game because he's someone who can do a bit of everything. Okay, it looks like we switched to three at the back. Okay, I'm still looking at it Chelsea perspective. I doubt it. I can see Rudiger playing right centre back, Malang Sarr playing left centre back, Alonso playing left back, Azpilicueta playing right back, and Jorginho sitting in front of them. So it's still 4-3-3. So I think we have started the second half as we started the first half in terms of the formation, but the personal change with Christensen going off. But bro, why Zlatan Ibrahimovic is not considered as that much great? I do have an answer for this, but I'll take an opinion quickly from maybe Hemant.
I think he is.
Oh, what was that?
अरे heavy touch नहीं लिया यार.
Kovacic, what's Malang Sarr? What a tackle, huh? Yeah. Please go ahead, Hemant bhai.
I think he's already great, but when you're playing in an era of Messi and Ronaldo, बाकी सारे players को undervalue होते ही हैं. Just look at Lewandowski. He has been undervalued throughout his career. Same with Ibrahimovic. Wherever he goes, he's successful. But वही है, गलत era में पैदा हो गया बंदा.
मतलब I don't know. I'm sure Haneef, bro, you have seen a lot of Zlatan as well. My thinking is at the back of your mind, so somewhere down the line, your persona goes against you. In a very strange way, you can say that why Messi is, let's be honest, celebrated more than Ronaldo. Me personally, I didn't like Ronaldo, over the years because of just his the brash attitude. Although that's what makes him the player that he is. Same as Zlatan, that extra kind of bragging that he does goes against him at times, or maybe he's not won the Champions League, nothing at the international level. Also, Haneef, what do you think?
Trophies matter.
I think, like, if you look at Zlatan CV, because he's moved a lot, he's won a lot as well. He's won a lot of league titles, so you have to take that into consideration. I think Joe. Respect, people who know the game will respect Zlatan. Zlatan's done a lot for football, but the problem is he's never been at one club enough. He's never been at one club. He's always been. He's one minute he's in Sweden, next minute he's in Spain, then he's been in Holland. Italy is where he spent most of his time, and he's won. He's won nearly everything apart, barring the Champions League. So I think he's a fantastic striker in his, when he was in his prime. But unfortunately, I think his personality can sometimes go against him. Jo aap keh rahe the, about his brashness, but that's what makes him the player he is. I think he's a fantastic player. We saw him very late in the Premier League, and that's unfortunate. But I still think he's been a top quality player in his career. I think he'd be fantastic.
I definitely concur with you there because it's about opinions here, or a lot of times, especially in the Premier League, fans, me included, have a subconscious bias, and because of the fact that we saw Zlatan, as in his heydays, so to speak, we probably have that opinion compared to say anyone who's played in the Premier League at top level, right? As in, be it even a Drogba for that matter, right? As in both are great, and a lot of great strikers around that we've had, and we're just lucky to have so many strikers. Let's see, we get one of them in Lukaku in the coming months. Jatin bhai is enjoying that.
The thing is this, Ankit, we're watching Lukaku, right? We don't use his heading ability as a threat. We need to get the balls to his head, because you can't. Uska jo sar hai na, wo dunya hai, if that makes sense. He's got a globe of a head. We just need to aim for that head, because you know what, we can't play a through ball to him without formation. So let's use him as a target man, and then if anybody can follow up, perfect. And that's it. Really.
This is a Reece James and Ben Chilwell बहुत miss हो रहे हैं in terms of the season, because their ability.
Okay, that's our fault again, though. That's our fault again. We missed out. Look at Digne. You're telling me Digne would have picked Villa over us? We needed to go get him. He's gone. Chilwell's not coming back to next season. We need a fullback, and we should have got Digne. He was there. We didn't act. So that might cost us a final. We might lose a trophy because of that. Because on the left-hand side, we are a little bit weak. Well, we're weak on both sides, and we've not bought. So if you don't buy, we're to blame. Chelsea should have spent some of the money. He's not going to come back until November. I won't be. It's going to be a long time. ACL injuries take a long time to heal, and then match fitness and everything.
True. I think it's a Chelsea board. Again, we don't really know kya hua hai, behind the scenes. Lekin, Kennedy being forced to come back, we were maybe hopeful. Oh, come on, man. That should have been a goal. That was a tap in. Lukaku, being a striker, you should anticipate that. Like his timing, although he dived in, but for me,
Nice one,
I'll
bro.
definitely blame Lukaku.
But your game, we're very slow. Where's the intensity? Where's the energy? There's no energy or intensity. You have to play with that. You play with that. We beat these guys easy. It's not even. We're very slow.
I don't know, yeah. Shrey, Hemant, don't you agree with that as well? Like, Lukaku was on his heels.
I think I just
He didn't
have no words on him. Like, it's just like Haneef has said it very, very well. Like, his head is the biggest thing he has had, I think. His other aspect of the game are so bad. We all knew before signing him, his first touch and everything. I think, as Haneef said, I think it's just you use his head, or I think we made a big mistake of a signing. Even I can't back him anymore. How is he not anticipating that ball into the box is beyond me.
Yeah, true. मतलब ये एक क्वेश्चन है, ग्रेट क्वेश्चन भाई गौरव। अंकित भाई, फ्रांस को मैनेज करना ज्यादा मुश्किल है या पीएसजी? Yeah, Jatin bhai, I would agree with you. What's your reasoning behind it?
Superstars ego.
मतलब फ्रांस के पास भी कम नहीं है, कम ऑन, लाइक दे हैव अ स्क्वाड सेकंड टू नन। लेकिन हाँ, मतलब पीएसजी नॉट हैविंग वन एट द यूरोपियन लेवल, एंड प्लस वो सुपरस्टार्स है, तो वो थोड़ा ज्यादा ही मुश्किल हो जाता है to get their heads right.
If Zidane arrives in PSG next season, who knows?
I don't know, yeah. I know he's, in terms of managerial experience, apart from Real Madrid, Zidane has done nothing. Like, let's be honest. But Zidane, what he's done at Real Madrid is second to none.
But Zidane,
who won the Messi?
Yeah, but Ankit, he's won 4 Champions Leagues.
Exactly. So that's why, in a very strange way,
Lukaku को भगा दो भाई, देख लो.
I think you guys should ease up on Lukaku. You should ease up on him a little bit. I think it's a bit unfair. Listen, look, he's our player until the end. Let's see what happens until the end of the year. We've spent so much money on him. He's not going anywhere.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. Like I've been saying, we need to give Lukaku time, but again, the expectations come with that,
Yeah, they do, but I'd bring Werner on. I'm a big fan of Werner. I'll bring Werner, Havertz on. Let's mix it up now. Let's just change it up top.
Yeah,
and,
I agree.
It's
But coming back to
slow.
that,
It's slow. Yeah. It's just slow football, yeah. It's slow, man. It's friggin' slow. I don't like this. Remember, did you watch a Tottenham game? You all watched a Tottenham game. We wanted that. Yeah. That's what that play at that level. Just I don't care if you lose, but if you play at that level, I don't mind losing, but play at that level of intensity and speed. That's all I want to see.
Yeah, I think but it's a Chelsea thing, like Haneef said earlier as well, like about, we are up for it against the Spurs, against the Arsenals of the likes, because of the history, or, as in we've recently been successful against such teams. So we are automatically not wanting to lose that. Plus the derby, the crowd is up for it. Like, why are we up only for those games? Why are we up only when we go one down? Those are things that need to be questioned. Like, in coming back to that PSG thing, Zidane for me has that experience. Bit too big for PSG, and that I know that's the bold statement that I'm making about Zidane. Nice shot by Kovacic. Okay, now this guy Lukaku, Michael is enjoying it, trust me.
आज इसने गोल भी मारा ना लुकाकू ने, तो आज मैं बना दूंगा वीडियो खत्म. मेरे को बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है.
I think his first touch has always been horrendous. His first touch.
Okay.
His first touch.
Question here. Let's address this, guys. While we see, Chelsea take the goal. No. Hey, it had to be a goal. I literally thought it was a goal.
Chelsea.
Yeah. So this question: Senegal or Egypt? Egypt have won 7 times, if I'm not wrong. Michael, correct me if I'm wrong. It will be Egypt's 8th African Cup of Nations. Anyone in the panel would like to take this one? Senegal or Egypt?
I'm going
I'm
with
going for Senegal.
Senegal.
I'm going for Senegal. I've been supporting Senegal throughout the tournament. I'm going Senegal.
Me too. Mendy is
Because of
there.
Mane, just
Mane is doing well, and Jatin, Shrey.
I think
Senegal.
it's on paper. I think it has to be Senegal, but the tournament is really surprising, and I won't be surprised if Mohamed Salah
Oh,
scores a goal and
goal!
lifts that.
Offside.
Yeah, clear offside. It has to be offside.
Azpilicueta
Azpilicueta, by the way, again,
अंदर
people.
चले जाता था.
This wasn't the Lukaku Inter had. Yeah, it's
No, but we have to
honestly,
understand something though. You have to understand. Listen, look. The thing is this: who was managing him?
Go.
Conte was. Yeah, exactly. You're telling me Conte couldn't get the best out of Lukaku now? I'm telling you that. This is why I'm telling you, Tuchel for me is a good coach, and there are levels. There are levels, and that's where we are. We have to remember, why is this guy suddenly gone crap? Why isn't he scoring goals? Because the system doesn't suit him. Our system doesn't suit Lukaku. It doesn't. It just doesn't.
I pointed it out earlier as well.
Conte played.
Yeah,
I think
Shrey,
I just
Yeah,
want to make
go
a
ahead.
point. I think I do agree with Haneef in that way that the system doesn't suit him, and for that I give the more mistake to the board that like Lukaku will not even work for a club. He will not even work for Pep, and we should not be going for him when he's not the manager's preferred target. But like he's mentioning Conte, and I just think that I think I want to ask Haneef, does he think Conte is better or Tuchel? Just an opinion.
Oh, Conte by a mile. It's not even close.
No,
It's not even close.
I
It's
think
not,
have
it's not close.
but
It's not close.
I just have
for me.
one question. Just if you talk about Conte in such highlight, then as much
Yeah.
as Conte is a great league manager, he's one of
Yeah.
the most horrendous top elite manager in Champions League, Europa leagues. He has such a
Yeah.
horrendous record. So
Yeah.
Tuchel has such a good
So-
record in that competition. So does it not play an
So
equal
Shrey,
field?
what? मैं ये कह रहा हूँ ना, why did Conte leave Inter? Ask yourself, why did he leave? He left because they weren't willing to back him. They were going to sell his best players. He left Inter because he was going to sell his. It's like India saying, Kohli, chala ja, we don't need you anymore. We're going to get rid of Kohli out of the Indian cricket team. It's like that. You don't get rid of the guy. The guy said, if you sell my best players, I want to compete in Europe. You want a manager like that? We should never have sacked him. We sacked him. We're idiots. Our board is stupid. Because look, as Chelsea fans, the first 10 years, look how many league titles we won. The last 10 years, we can't keep hiring and firing managers now because we're not going to win a league title. We've not won a league title in 5 years. Newcastle United are coming. Aston Villa are coming. United are going to strengthen eventually. They're going to sort themselves out eventually. We're third. We're behind Liverpool and Man City, who've got experienced managers at the helm, and we need to do the same. So we need to back Tuchel for as long until the end of his contract and say, listen, we've given you time, we've given you Pesa. In your last year, I want the league title, or I want to be at least 3 or 6 points off. Winning the Champions League, right? I'll tell you who's going to win the Champions League in the next 5 years. The English clubs. Why? Because we've got the most money. And maybe Bayern or PSG. It all comes down to money. The Champions League is not competitive anymore, in my opinion. I don't think it is. That's why I measure it on the league. We have to win a winning team. I think Tuchel will do it eventually. But in terms of levels, Conte did it with us. And I'm willing to give him the time. I'm willing to give Tuchel the time. And look what Conte is doing at Spurs. He's at that shit team. This is not a top 10 team. It's a crap team. And then
the best example, Haneef and everyone watching, the best example of Conte can be the fact कि जो उसने किया था Italy के side के साथ, and that Italy side made us go for Conte in the first place. Trust me, that side was, as worse than shit. Let's be honest about it. That Italy side, it was really a lot of players either, at the twilight of their careers or just starting off. And he did what he did, doing their Italy. And of course, but that is about Tuchel. If he's able to get this young Chelsea team functioning the next season, great.
I think that's the problem. The word you said, the young team. I think the problem with Chelsea, I think Ankit just summed it very, very well, is a young team. I think the biggest problem we have lost the title race this season is not because of big games. We have lost it because of 2 draws against Brighton. We have lost it to draw against Burnley. We have lost it to draw against C team Everton. And has young players, our young players kept missing chance after chance after chance after chance. We need to refresh our attack and we need to back Tuchel. Sadly, as much as this hurts me to say this, we need to get some younger players away and some deserving younger players and experience above.
That's why मैं बोलते आ रहा हूँ time and again कि we cannot lose Azpilicueta as much as he may not have the legs. We need people, we need winners, we need mentality, people who have that mentality, who understand the club DNA, what winning is all about. It's not easy to buy that. Trust me, वो मिलेगा नहीं आपको दूर के बाद में.
Ankit, I think he wants to go. He's won everything. He's given us his service. I think he wants to leave. Barca is probably his dream club.
I respect
How
that.
many years has he got? I think he'll walk away from us, and then we're going to lose a leader, and then we're just going to have to see where we are as a club, because I think this summer is going to be a big club like Callum Hudson-Odoi. I don't know if I want to keep him or not. Loftus-Cheek, I'm sorry, I love you. You've got to go. Ross Barkley, what are you doing at Chelsea? You've got to go. Danny Drinkwater's still on our books. You've definitely got to go. So we've got a lot of players on big pesa, and some of them they're either going to stay and go out on loan or just stay and chill in the reserves or on the bench. So we need to address these things. We need to move these players on.
Okay,
and in terms of young, hungry players, as long as we're winning, as long as we're top four and we're competing for the cups, which is fine. But eventually, I don't want to go 10 years without a title, because listen, look, I've been there as a Chelsea fan. You know where Arsenal are now? That's where Chelsea was when I was in high school. I've been there, and you guys don't know what it's like. I've been there. I don't know how you guys are going to feel when we're in top 6 again, which could possibly happen if we don't sort our clubs. We've spent so much pesa. Look at the money we've spent. Jorginho, 65 million. Our goalkeeper, 70 million. Look, Havertz. I think Havertz will come good eventually, but that's another 65. We've spent crazy pesa on players, and we're just like, and this is the thing, you need a long-term manager. We can't do this hiring and firing. Who do we get after Tuchel? I don't even know. So we need to stick with Tuchel and we need to back him. But I think, you know what? I think there's a lot of player power in our club, and I think that's the problem as well.
Okay, we have a substitution. Hudson-Odoi going off, and Havertz coming on, people. So it'll be interesting if Havertz plays on the wing or we go 2 up front and go 4-4-2. I don't know. By the way, I would like to correct this, Michael. I think it's about Haneef mentioning. So my understanding was, Haneef, correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding was that you're saying that Champions League is not as competitive as what the Premier League is, or as what recent years has been, right?
Not at all. When we won it in 2012, it was much better then. I don't think the Champions League is competitive. Listen, I could tell you right now, the next 2 or 3 years, who's going to be in the last 16. I could more or less tell you.
See, that's what I'm saying.
The clubs with the biggest pesa. That's why you need the Super League. I know the Super League it wasn't presented well because it didn't have FIFA and UEFA, the biggest chore on earth, on board. Once you get those chore on board, right, because that's what people want to see. People want to see the big clubs playing across Europe against each other. And I don't think the Champions League does that. I'll tell you, the best European competition is the Europa League for competitiveness.
Exactly. I get your point exactly. And I buy your point actually, because I remember when I started watching in early 2000s, and that was when basically under maybe, even under Ranieri, right? And when we actually went on late, you can say that there were not many big teams, but that was what even the so-called smaller teams really competed. By the way, Havertz on a great run, but an extra touch too late. But yes, so we were celebrating recently 3 eras of Chelsea. One was the Lampard's era in between, and of course Jose Mourinho's both the eras, and of course Tuchel's recent era. Jose Mourinho, as much as basically not celebrated for Champions League with Chelsea, trust me, some of the games and some of the ties that he's had are the toughest in terms of competitiveness.
Barcelona.
The Barcelona game, round of 16.
Yeah,
exactly.
Barcelona was one of the best games as well.
Exactly, one of the best Barcelona teams in terms of flowing football. Wow. Ziyech had a chance, but nicely blocked. I think Plymouth, we have to give Plymouth the kudos. So, Hemant, क्या लग रहा है अभी गेम पे क्या चल रहा है? Anything different that you're seeing in the last half an hour?
नहीं यार, मेरा दिमाग खराब हो रहा है देख के इस समय बहुत ज़्यादा.
This game isn't going good at all for us because the pressure is all on us. And if we, Plymouth will only need one chance and they'll score. They'll get one chance and they'll score. This is what this game is about. We need to wrap this game up.
It's like playing against Plymouth. It's like playing against Bournemouth. ये हो रहा है.
Yes, go. Hey, come on!
वो क्या चल रहा है यार? ऑफसाइड था वैसे भी. Mount was offside.
Thank God offside था, लेकिन touch me. Like Havertz, did he really try that shot? Like he was one way, neither side. He didn't go for the shot nor basically the dribble.
He was
I don't know
going
what
for
he went for.
Lukaku.
I think even Havertz, since the Champions League goal, hasn't performed well for the money we have paid. I think
he's
he
too
has
young,
to
yeah.
start getting performances.
He's too young. मतलब Havertz,
Time
I
लगेगा
know for the
उसको.
money we paid and all that, लेकिन हमने I think that's the thing, right? We have invested in a long-term project in Havertz.
I think
So I
just
would-
one point. I think like Haneef said a very good point. I think we cannot even take sympathy. We signed Pulisic for 57 million. We signed Havertz for 72 million. We rejected a 50 million offer for Bayern Munich for Hudson-Odoi. So suddenly this all sympathy goes around the fans. Hudson-Odoi is so young. This is so young. See, Manchester City are not building a young side. Mahrez was an experienced player. Bernardo Silva is a very experienced player. Kevin De Bruyne is one of the classiest players I've seen in the league. You see, Gabriel Jesus, he's so experienced. How much time can we gain sympathy and keep finishing third, fourth? These players miss chance after chance after chance. At some point, you aren't given a trophy for being good, building young players. You need to be mentally very, very strong. Even Malouda, Kalu, William, Pedro, they used to perform so much better for the, you can say, criticism they used to get. They used to perform much better than in terms of our current attackers.
Exactly, and that's what work rate gives you, right? And a lot of times you have to just get in there and then keep your work rate high, and then the skill will automatically work its way through.
Can I?
But I think
मैं एक सवाल पूछ सकता हूँ?
Did
Did you guys honestly think we'd compete for the Premier League title this year?
We'd compete, yes, I thought, but we would not win it for sure. And
I thought we'll compete. I think the Champions League victory, when you win such like a competition, suddenly your hopes will always go up. So in that way, I won't lie. I thought we will compete, and especially see Manchester City. Like मेरे अंदर ये thought आ रहा था कि Manchester City है इतने टाइटल जीत चुके बोर हो जाएगी, but they are just winning animals. They're just winning animals. They will never stop.
Yeah.
Till December, I thought Chelsea are winning the Premier League. फिर उसके बाद
No, but Jatin, honestly, you're a neutral here, only neutral on the panel, na?
Yeah.
You tell me that what did you think about Chelsea when the season started?
They are the winners. सही में उनकी टीम मतलब ऐसे जेलिन हो चुकी थी. I thought they would do great in Premier League. They were doing great in Premier League, obviously, December तक, and in December the curse started.
Yeah. That defense, losing our defense, that wall, so to speak, kind of was the start of things with the injuries that we had and the December period, the COVID situations. I think it was all put together, and again, these young players didn't have it in them to, and then just have that gutsy kind of performance in the December busy period.
Ankit bhai, गलती पर ये है mistake is also our side, because I think if you see the December run, I think हम टाइल रेस में अभी भी होते. अगर हमने सिर्फ यूनाइटेड के खिलाफ हडसन-ओडोई को 2 मिनट पे चांस मिली थी, सिटर था, मिस कर दी. रूडिगर ने 5 यार्ड से 96 मिनट में मिस कर दी. सी टीम एविडेंस से भी हमने एंड में ब्रेथवेट है एक लड़का, हमने फ्री किक से गोल खा लिया 69 मिनट पे. कहीं ना कहीं हम वो मैच जीत जाते, शायद हम सिटी की से थोड़ी क्लोज होते, कहीं ना कहीं रेस होती. तो कहीं ना कहीं ये दिखाता है कि हमें अपना पर्सनल चेंज करना पड़ेगा प्लेयर्स का.
Shrey, we're about 3 years away.
Check out his runs.
We're not close yet. We're about 3 years.
We're not close, but yeah, it's about
again.
fighting, right, Haneef?
Just fighting.
I don't think it is, but I don't think we're anywhere near, because Tuchel needs time. We need time.
Malang sir is a great shot.
Hitting a 6.
कुछ मिस किया क्या मैंने?
Hitting a 6.
हाँ, Malang sir का, लेकिन उससे पहले Azpilicueta का जो शॉट था, नियर पोस्ट था. मैं डिसएग्री करना चाहूंगा.
Just slow, man. It's just slow. It's just slow football. That's all it is. It's just slow. It's just not good enough. I'm sorry. It's just, honestly, it's not good enough, man.
Okay, 27 attempts to 4.
It's
on target. Chelsea का 7 है to 2 attempts by Plymouth.
Yeah, Ankit, that none of the statistics do not matter. They do not. We won the Champions League after Bayern Munich. You battered the hell out of us, but they couldn't break us down. Statistics mean only one statistic matters. Is the goals you score. I don't care. Like in a cup competition, if we win 2-0, they can have 500 shots as long as they don't score, because we're a defensive oriented team anyway.
Absolutely. So, Haneef, that is my point.
It's just
my point.
It's just one of them.
Complete. No,
Go
what
on,
I was trying to say here is that the fact is we make so many attempts, but how many of those attempts are clear-cut attempts in terms of the percentage of attempts going on shot, and of course how many of them are actually where you feel कि goal होने वाला है. हम काफी दफा
And
miss करते हैं, and here
And
if not for
Ankit, this is
Kepa,
where this is the last 20 minutes. This is in some games I gave Tuchel a lot of tatty. I gave him so much. I'm like, look, it's not working. We can quite clearly see we're not working. Get Ziyech central. Get him centrally and
he
let him.
gets shots.
He's just on one side. Get him centrally and let him dictate the play. He doesn't change the system. The system is always the same. And people are just like, no, it's the players. Just change the system. Try something different. Because he's
I'm
on one
still seeing
side.
him being more involved, Haneef, क्योंकि अभी देखा जाए तो 4-3-3 में he's at least getting much more space and time on the ball compared to what he was getting. So let's see. Hopefully he's
why
given
can't
the
we play
freedom.
4-2-3-1? Why can't we play? We never play 4-2-3-1. This is Plymouth Argyle. This is a League One side, I think. Are they League One or League Two? Something like that. It's ridiculous.
League One. They're seventh. No, they're seventh in League One. But yeah, I get your point. I agree with that as well.
This is like India playing friggin' Scotland in cricket. Honestly, this is what it is. This is
okay. So yeah, Michael has an update for us. West Ham are still losing.
I don't care about West
Ham.
I friggin' don't care about the club. I care about fucking my club. I don't care about West Ham. They're shit anyway.
Okay. Oh, nice ball.
Come on, man. Lukaku, man. Be aggressive.
Oh, what a save. What a save. Bhai, Cooper saved it.
Nice. Cooper, definitely, Cooper deserves a thumbs up here. That was a world-class save. World-class save. Certainly. I mean, great shot. I think Mount ne liya tha kya shot, Jatin bhai?
Mount ne liya tha.
Mount ne liya tha. Left footer. Great shot. Lukaku, nice, build-up play. Nice hold up for the time.
I think as much as it stays 1-1, it's a bad day for us. I think if it stays 1-1, it's Plymouth going to the next round.
अब ये गेम बोरिंग होते जा रहा है. Chelsea are just spamming crosses.
If this goes to penalty kicks, we might be in trouble,
We might be in trouble. And
oh yeah, they're doing our embarrassing. These guys are playing from the back. They're playing from the back. They're dropping it to the defenders and they're outplaying us from the back. Oh my god, this is basty. Okay,
absolute embarrassment has been so far. And I think if we lose today, I think these players, some of them, need to have a hard look in the mirror and we have to take a call. And I think big questions have to be asked.
Shrey, how many calls are you going to make? Half the team isn't good enough today.
Exactly. It's too late.
I think, but
window is also closed.
I think we again have...
It's finishing. We can't finish.
Yeah. Again, people who have watched joining in.
I think, but today, I think how many chances have we created? If you're looking at Kovac's shot and Hudson-Odoi one heading chance, we are not even creating chances.
It's not clear. They're not clear-cut chances. This is the thing. This is what I'm telling you now. We've got 15 minutes, 20 minutes to go. Change the system. Get Ziyech centrally and get the wingers to come in. Let's do something different. It's always the same. He never changes it. This is what pisses me off about Tuchel.
I think he's not even the touchline today.
Phone se baat kar raha hoga, but still, like, again, people watching, I would request you all definitely to share the stream on social media. It's getting into the last quarter of the game. Hopefully, we kind of get that breakthrough that we need to win the game. Simply put, like, it will certainly help if you like the stream, share the stream. Do check out the description for Shrey FC. I will be certainly adding Insane Football Talks, Haneef's channel, as well as Sports Kappa. Do subscribe to them. As well as some people in the chat have joined, like, Michael Talks Football, Chelsea Perspective of the likes, and of course Prasanna, who was there, who will be joining us later on as well.
You guys are all welcome to. I've got a show tomorrow on YouTube. It's 7:00 in the UK, so it's obviously late for you guys. It's called Fans Unleashed, where you give your opinion on your team, regardless of who your team is. I'll send you a link. It's on StreamYard tomorrow, 7:00 UK time, which might be 12:00 India time.
Yeah, 12:30 in fact. But yeah, definitely, well, the United fan base would be happy if the result doesn't go your way. I don't know. In a strange situation, like, United should be thinking that we play as much football as possible for you to have a chance of the top four, if at all we slip up, which I don't think we will. Like, you never know in football.
Can I add a point to Haneef bhai? What he said about
please.
Ziyech. So, see, at Ajax, Ziyech was the focal point, right? As Haneef bhai said, 4-2-3-1 was the formation, and Ziyech was in the center of the field all the time. The balls were going through him, the plays were going through him. So, ऐसे Chelsea में क्यों नहीं होता? I want to ask this question, Ankit.
because he's
Wow.
won
Why
a
to
Champions
play him
League, so
for?
we can't question. This is the time when we should see it. You know, when it's not working. And we've made, how many subs have we made? Have we made two subs or three?
Two subs.
Two.
Right, bring another attacker on. What are we waiting for? Bring another attacker on. Let's finish this game off now. Just get 2-1. Let's just end the game, and that's it. I don't want to go
I
to
think
extra time like United. I want this game
fi-
dead. I want to finish it.
five are 5 subs allowed in the FA Cup?
I think it's 3, and then you get
It's
1 in
3.
extra time. I think it's 3,
Okay,
you get 1 in extra time. And this is going to go, I don't want this to go to penalties. I'm telling you right now. We're the team that's been pushing, but we can't score, man. This is the problem with this Chelsea side. We can't score, and we have to ask ourselves. We don't have, back in, like, we used to have Hazard, right? And we don't have that creative spark. We've got Ziyech, which is, he plays on one of the wings, but because we didn't buy in January, if you look at it now, we're suffering. We are suffering as a result. Because our wing backs are dead. No one's putting in good crosses in for Lukaku, and yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Listen, look, top three is not, third is not conclusive yet, so don't be surprised if we mess that up as well. We need to sort ourselves out and start scoring goals.
Yeah, I
And
don't think
Tottenham
it's
have 4 games in hand. Tottenham also have 4 games in hand. So if they let's say mathematically win them all, we are 4th in the table, not even 3rd.
Shrey, I'm not worried about Tottenham because I think they'll only win 2. I'm not, because they've got a lot of games to play. They're going to be playing at least 2 or 3 times a week, like Burnley. They've got a lot of games to play. One thing जो हमने करना चाहिए था ना, we should have said, अरे यार हमारे club player को COVID हो गया, give us a time off. We didn't do that. Everyone else played smart. We just carried on playing. That's why we suffered as well. We should have taken a week off and said half our team's got COVID, so have our staff. They're all lying. We should have done the same. We missed a trick.
I think Timo Werner is coming to Chelsea.
I actually have a other opinion on this, Haneef. As much as वो भी होना था, I know how Premier League has a bias subconsciously or not. And yes, we should have done that. Lekin once that didn't happen, Tuchel went about complaining that about that too much on basically any of the interviews, and maybe that kind of subconsciously got in the player's head, and it came across as an excuse, and that's what me as a fan I'm actually watching. Players actually are basically using it as an excuse that they are very, very tired and body language में दिख रहा था. And that's the difference, like you said about, by the way, that should be a goal. What a save! What a save! Cooper, this guy is phenomenal. He's had 2 terrific saves. Was it a save or goal kick? Offside, huh? Maybe he reacted too early. It was actually a side rating. Maybe I got too excited. Certainly a great chance. Havertz getting in the game finally. Hopefully he'll get another chance.
You know this. I don't like this winter break. Cancel this winter break. These guys don't deserve to go to break or wherever they went. I'm sorry, you're getting paid a lot of money. You should have been training. This is ridiculous. I don't care, man. This winter break needs to cancel. These lot don't deserve a break. After what I'm seeing, these lot should be fresh and ready to go. They've had a week off. So this is a disgrace, man. The level of intensity it's a honestly, I feel for you international fans. I really do, man. I'm lucky I live in England and I get to watch the games.
Yeah,
you guys, man, sometimes when you're watching European nights, you're watching at freaking crazy o'clock, man. It's not good enough, man.
For people watching out there, we had covered the handball rule, the new rule of handball. This was an exact example. Kovacic ke ball pe lagi thi ball. That is because of basically a Plymouth player actually kicking the ball onto Kovacic's hands, and the play was continued. And as we say that, Werner is coming on finally. That Haneef and the team has been calling for. Kovacic is off, surprisingly for me. What do you think about that call? I'll ask Hemant. Kovacic is off and Werner is on, just so you know.
Yeah, Werner का substitution अच्छा है मेरे हिसाब से. He should have brought him sooner. जैसे हनीफ भाई ने कहा था कि अटैकर को sooner लाना चाहिए था थोड़ा. So I think it's a good change, but Kovacic को किया है वो मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा. It's a good change, but not for Kovacic expense. Not at Kovacic.
Whom would you have got off, Mount or Jorginho?
Jorginho.
You would have taken a chance. What about you, Shrey?
I think I would have taken Jorginho as well. He's in yellow card, and let's be honest, if this goes to extra time, it's only going to be more trouble for us to keep him on the pitch.
लेकिन कोई है नहीं ना डिफेंसिव मिडफील्ड में to actually play that position. Haneef, do you think that is the reason why Kovacic was taken off?
I think he's injury prone. He's always been injury prone, so we need to look after him as well. I don't think we're just going to miss his passing. It's his passing ability that we're going to miss, and but we need more attackers on the pitch. It's just not working, man. It's not gelling. Mason Mount should have scored that goal. We have to say as it is. He should have scored that. He had the best chance. Mason Mount had the best chance of the half, and he should have scored. That was the best chance we've had this half.
But yeah, terrific save also, so...
No, it was, but from that distance, I expect my attacker to score. That's the difference between winning a title and coming second and third and not winning nothing. That is the difference.
True.
He should have scored.
Jatin bhai, kya lag raha hai match ka?
Come on,
Timo.
Let's go, Timo.
Jatin bhai, I think you're on mute.
हेलो अभी आई आवाज?
हाँ अभी आ रहा है, बोलिए.
Nothing good for Chelsea. वही हालत है भाई.
मुझे एक बात समझ नहीं आ रही. खाली ZH के साइड से अटैक क्यों कर रहे हैं हम? Why are we attacking only from ZH's side?
Jatin, that was brilliant.
It's
so predictable, ना मतलब सेम ओल्ड
ZH को सेंटर में खिलाना चाहिए. हनीफ भाई कितनी बार कहते हैं ZH को ड्रिफ्ट करो सेंटर में, कोई एक वाइड प्लेयर लेके आ जाओ. इट वुड बी बेनिफिशियल क्योंकि ZH वैसे भी अंदर टाइट कर रहा है.
कौन है वो वाइड प्लेयर? अलोंसो के साइड से हम अटैक कर ही नहीं रहे. अलोंसो इज नॉट बीइंग हिमसेल्फ. He's playing.
That's because we don't attack. We only attack because of our injuries. We only attack one-sided. We've always been like this since our injuries. Yeah, it's with Alonso. He's good going forward, but defensively now and again, he can be a bit of a calamity, and he could concede a goal as well as a result of his stupidity. But he's been all right this season. He's been okay. I think, our goalkeeper's been good since Mendy's been away. Not a lot of people say that our keeper's, he's been really good, our goalkeeper.
Really good, yeah. I would actually go what Jose Mourinho used to go when things are against the wall. So I would say 4-4 khilata tha at times in between games. I would actually go that way right now because we are missing that width from both the sides. As much as ZH is brilliant with his crosses, बहुत ही predictable हुआ जा रहा है, and I would want certainly.
Ankit, where is Pulisic? Pulisic कहाँ मर गया? That guy, he's so injury prone. I don't get it. He played a few weeks ago. He scored a goal. Where is he?
Exactly.
Where is he?
Shrey is right.
वो बंदा एक मैच खेलता है फिर 10 साल बाद आता है वो.
नहीं. I would actually disagree.
At the moment, he's on international duty.
Yeah, Shrey. Let's be honest. Shrey is right. Let's not call out on Pulisic when he isn't injured, guys. He has been traveling. Thiago Silva and Pulisic haven't featured on this bench because उन्होंने बहुत travel किया है, and of course they've traveled more miles than the other players. So it's only natural for them to basically be jet lagged.
मुझे लगा थियागो सिल्वा क्यों नहीं है ब्राजील में.
Yeah, but Ankit, तुम ऐसे कह रहे हो जैसे मैं और तुम अमेरिका से आ रहे हैं. These guys come first class. They can sleep on the plane and nicely. Don't fall for this or travel. It's all bullshit. They come first class, business class. I've got no sympathy for these footballers. They make too much money and they bring.
No. Usually when I don't. Like with Pulisic especially because the kind of stress that he's gone through in the last 2 weeks plus the travel with US team etc. I think it's only fair to. I know we have a squad for a reason. It's not like Pulisic is basically a talisman. Yes, of course. Like if he was a Hazard level, he probably should have been by now. You can say that. You can argue that.
I don't think we're ever gonna get a player like that ever again. We're never gonna get a player like that.
We said that after Zola. Come on, we got Robin, we got Hazard.
No. There are. We were very fortunate. Hazard became the player he did. We're never gonna get another world class player.
Let's hope.
Unless we buy one. unless we buy one. I said bring Lewandowski in the summer. People were saying no chance.
I was with you. I remember. Yes, sir, I remember. I was totally with you. Like, people, that's why I was going on and about Azpilicueta. People read too much in the age thing. Trust me, age is just a number.
I think we should. I think in the summertime, I think we should pay 60, 70 million for Harry Kane. Just go get Harry Kane. Just spend the money. Or I would pay 60, 70 million for Kane. I think it's worth it. But I don't think he'll sell to us though. I don't think Levy would sell Kane to us, but I would put the bid in. We need a world-class striker, man. We need a guy who can finish.
Yeah, imagine swapping with Spurs and Lukaku going the other way around. Wow. The story in itself.
Harry Kane का एक problem है.
Passion for Luke de Jong.
That is the only issue.
Okay, so crucial last 5 minutes, so as to speak, are
come on, man, boys, come on.
Do you think this will go to penalties?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you watch the game yesterday at Manchester United versus Middlesbrough? Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted to go to penalties.
I went to sleep when the penalties were on. Imagine that, and then I had to watch highlights. All the effort, staying up 4 a.m. in the morning, and then go to sleep while the penalties are on. Imagine that.
I was on a stream with Manchester United fans just laughing at them, and now I'm laughing at my own team. Friggin' hell, man! Only Chelsea could do this to me. Friggin' hell, man! Oh, come on, boys, come on! Rudiger, go front. Friggin' go front. Just go front. I've got more faith in you.
They are switched to 3 at the back.
Yeah. 3 at the back, right?
Yeah.
If you were a big business, and you didn't know who the teams were, you're more likely to sponsor Plymouth than you are Chelsea.
That's true.
It's the effort and the quality, both in fact, in this particular game. The little they have got, chances, they have been more.
Only 2 chances, I think, Plymouth.
Yeah, exactly. On target 2 year. Oh,
what a ball. Werner. Arre!
Miss kiya? Arre, what is he waiting? Why is he not on his, turbo? Turbo Timo was missing. What was that? Why was he so slow at that ball? Offside, nahi?
Fear of injury.
Maybe I'm expecting too much out of that.
अबे रोका क्यों तू?
कुछ समझ नहीं आती इनकी ना.
रेड डेविल्स से पेनल्टी में जाने दो, मजा आएगा. हाँ, मतलब न्यूट्रल्स को तो मजा आएगा.
न्यूट्रल्स को मजा आएगा, चेल्सी फैंस को रोना ही आएगा देख के.
नहीं जीतेगी यार, अभी भी हम लोग जीतेंगे. तो स्टैमफोर्ड ब्रिज पे है.
अंकित भाई, तब भी एम्बैरेसमेंट तो होगी है. एम्बैरेसमेंट तो है ही है, शायद पेनल्टी में भी गया तुम.
Ankit, I'm telling you, I watched the United game yesterday. They did Middlesbrough did Beastie at Old Trafford. This could happen, This could happen.
Exactly.
2 minutes added time.
See, that is after that, at least we should have been more ready. Lekin, mentally we are not, looks like it.
No, but this is the thing. They've had a break. How much more ready do they need to be? What have they been doing? Why aren't you ready? They're taking them lightly. They're saying, "Oh, we'll beat them." No, you've got to take it serious. I don't give a shit which fucking division they're in. You turn up. You friggin' turn up and you friggin' put a shift and we should be scoring 4 or 5 past these guys. Look at the players we've got. It's a disgrace, man.
I'm just looking at the bench again. I'm even concerned about the Club World Cup. Trust me now, the way the attitude is.
Ankit, put your kacha on. Ankit, put your kacha on, and you can go and friggin' get on the pitch, because you know what? These are doing nothing for me. Friggin' is shocking, man.
I wish, man. I wish, trust me.
Friggin' hell, man.
Big up to NS Sports TV, Nipun, I guess, in the house. Big up to you, brother. Okay, so extra time is looming here. 1 hour. I really don't know. They are like proper game management chal raha hai Cooper ka, who has been my man of the match if you ask me. Cooper with the save he made at particular save that he made of Mount was simply put world class.
यार मैं सोचा था 8 बजे तक मैच खत्म हो जाएगा, मस्त खा पी के मूड अच्छा हो जाएगा.
यार Chelsea है, come on, ड्रामा तो लिखा है ना. Hasn't come out.
Chelsea
This is a little bit
Chelsea तो
rude.
सिर्फ टेंशन ही है यार, just tension.
पता नहीं.
This is a little bit rude. Come on, Nipun.
Yeah, I would just like to make a point. I think as much as even I was very angry with Lukaku. You have seen me in the stream. I think we need to question every player because everyone is on the pitch and all should be beating Plymouth.
Extra time.
Everybody like Hakim Ziyech has, I think, looked fine, but Hudson-Odoi did nothing.
No,
Havas one
second half Hakim Ziyech also has been missing. Like in terms of basically that final ball has not been his thing. Maybe usko chances kam mile because of the positioning of others. Like in second half,
I think
me,
as much as I love
Go ahead.
Mason Mount, even he has not been the player we know for last some weeks as well.
He's been flat today. He had the best chance. He had the best chance. We have to say.
I don't know, yaar. It's
I
something about
thought
Chelsea.
second
Like,
half में things change होंगे. मतलब first half के पे just
नहीं,
पहले
goal
ही
करके
goal
थे
आया
ना.
था,
We've
42 minutes में.
had that. I think Mason Mount had the best chance, and
Yeah.
when you don't take
Mason
it,
Mount and
that's-
Lukaku.
Yeah. Okay. Again, let's go one by one now. Hemant bhai, I'll start with you again. So I think obviously वो पहला goal हमने concede किया था, which was basically a travesty. लेकिन 15 to 45 minutes, you think Chelsea was a better team. लेकिन उसके बाद second half में what has been missing for you?
प्लेयर्स ही नहीं हम लोग के पिच पे, ऐसा लग रहा है. कोई कोऑर्डिनेशन नहीं है. बहुत चांसेस कोई क्रिएट ही नहीं किया उन्होंने. जो किए वो कन्वर्ट नहीं कर पा रहे. नहीं, मेरा को बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है. मेरा मूड खराब हो चुका है बहुत ज्यादा. मेरे को कुछ आइडिया नहीं है इस समय.
Well, we have Prasanna again joining us. Prasanna, big up brother. Feeling better or
Big up,
feeling
bro.
worse or far worse?
Thanks for waking me up on a Saturday morning, Chelsea. To do this, I mean, again, same Chelsea game what we've been used to seeing.
Yeah, but Prasanna, like well, we were questioning the substitutions a little bit. I know it is what it is in terms of the bench and the players who are there that we have with Pulisic and Thiago Silva not being options. But would you have got off Jorginho? We had a quick chat when Jorginho was actually kept on, and Kovacic was brought off. And Kovacic, I know Haneef made a point about him having injuries, but right now it's about this game, no? So would you have taken off Jorginho?
Maybe, but I thought the substitution of Rana should have been done much earlier. I mean, 80 minutes you're doing a substitution. What's the point? You have nearly 10 minutes or something. I think they should have probably done in 65 or even 70 minutes, because what did Rana actually do up in the last few minutes? He was offside once and he was about to do one-on-one, and then that fantastic last-ditch defense. Apart from that, he couldn't do much. And if you're just 10 minutes on, you can't do anything, and that's the problem. So I just hope we just see this out. I mean, at this point, I'm like, if as long as we go through, I couldn't care less, because I think even if we go to penalties, I think we are probably, because we have Kepa, I think we are probably that little bit more confident, but I don't want it to go that far. I just want us to finish it, even if
Cooper has been brilliant. Cooper has been brilliant for them as well. But Jatin bhai, as a neutral, quick opinion there. What do you see? Chelsea has been missing that maybe.
And Declan Rice has equalized in stoppage time.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Oh. Chelsea seems lost. They don't know what to do. They are just spamming crosses after crosses after crosses. That's it. जितनी creativity नहीं दिखी, जो दिखी, it didn't get converted into the goal that resulted for the winning goal, जो हो सकता था Chelsea के लिए.
It's always like the old saying, cross and inshallah.
Yeah.
Just hope something happens. I mean, even Lukaku, I mean, he did have moments at the start of the second half, but again, it's like he's just expecting the ball to come to him rather than him going and expecting the ball.
Yeah, he's making out of it. Haneef bro, what would you change last part of the game now?
One thing I would do is get down the wings and get in early crosses. Do something different. Get in early crosses and aim for Lukaku's big head. Let's see if we can get on the end of one of them. And I want to see 4-2-3-1. I don't understand why we never see 4-2-3-1. I think also in the summertime, I think we might need to get a proper winger. We're missing a world class, like a top winger. So I was hoping Ousmane Dembele was going to come to Chelsea because I thought he might give us something different.
He will be going to PSG.
So you know, we need to look at our options on the wing, and you know, we play this 3-4-3 system. The two players beside the striker, whoever they are, Mason Mount today is just as bad as Lukaku today. He's had a big that for me. He should have scored. I'm sorry, but you're Mr. Chelsea for us, and we need you to be scoring them, and that's the difference between winning and losing today. The defense, I think they've been fine, but I just think up front we are lacking. We don't have no ideas. We don't have no damak at the moment when we're attacking. We're just hum sirf lat mar rahe hain aur kuch bhi nahi ho raha hai. And they look, Plymouth fans are laughing at us. They're doing our bestie. I don't know as a player, these lot should be thinking, right, let's get this over the line now. Stop it now. Let's stop messing about. But this is not right, man. I saw this yesterday. We might get knocked out of the FA Cup if we're not careful here. This is the magic of the FA Cup. This is, you don't see this in the Champions League. You only see this in the FA Cup. And if we're not careful, we might be joining Manchester United and Arsenal.
Yeah, unfortunately that's true, as much as it sounds very rude, but it's absolutely bang on. I would say, like, absolutely 100% sure. But imagine Jorginho being sent off. Like, I don't want to be a black mouth here, but I really don't want to see that happen because he just conceded a foul, if I'm not wrong.
Would you want him subbed off?
But he's an important penalty taker as well. That's one of the aspects.
You are assuming that Chelsea will go in penalty.
I don't see us scoring, or I want us to score 2-3 goals in this particular, half of extra time, but I don't see us scoring. We're not looking like a team who's going to score, and we are looking jaded. But certainly Werner जो है एक chance था left side में. I think his first touch wasn't great.
You see that, Ankit भाई, ये देखो भाई, ये पूरा सेंटर खाली हो जाता है जब अटैक पे जाती है चेल्सी. बॉल डाले कहाँ पर, सिर्फ वाइड. सेंटर में कोई प्लेयर ही नहीं है बॉल देखने के लिए, रखने के लिए.
It's just poor. No off the ball runs. No one's making a run. Everything's slow. No one's making a run.
We should just go for the KL, Mason Mount, ZH center.
Just cross it in, Alonso. That'll do. Just cross the balls in. Just cross them in. We've got no other invention.
Cross it in, Shrey FC.
Cross and let's hope for them. Yeah.
Mason Mount getting cramps, people. Mason Mount getting cramps.
Just end the day, man. Yeah.
Absolutely, I think just win and just get away from here.
We didn't need an extra time, especially with these lot traveling tomorrow. We didn't need that, but yeah, we need the win more importantly.
The referee looks like the same size of Lukaku. Look at the referee's data. Look at Lukaku's data. Looks the same.
Oh my god!
That's how bad this game is. I gotta look at Lukaku's data and the referee's data. Oh my god, man! Chelsea, what are you doing to me, man?
And these are literally kids. Look at Plymouth substitutes coming on, like literally kids. मतलब हम Chelsea के बारे में बोल रहे थे. We are basically.
What are we playing? 4-1.
I think 4-1, 4-1. Huh? I don't know, because with
what are we doing?
Mount,
right,
ZH,
come on, go. It's not. Yeah, off the ball is just bad, man. It's really. We are not an attacking team, man. We are not an attack. We are.
Am I lagging now? I'm at 430.
I'm at 36.
I'm at 422.
Same.
सब लोग अलग-अलग अब तो. मजा आएगा. Haneef is ahead, looks like.
No, I'm on 3.5.
Okay, then.
And I'm watching on British TV. So yeah, BBC.
Lukaku just beat a man. Werner just beat a man and then decides come back.
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है यहाँ पे सबके लिए. Do Chelsea play better without Lukaku or with Lukaku? बहुत hot topic है ये.
Without Lukaku.
Without. without a doubt.
You have to look at the
Abhi
amount of goals he scored and whether they're winning goals or not. I think if we play the same formation that we played last year in the Champions League final, I think that was our best team. But we don't have our wing backs and we've not bought. So at this moment in time, we need to change our. I don't think this is. हमारी जो system है ना, it's a tactical system. It's not a goal scoring system. We play very slow. We play slow, lethargic football. Look at the Spurs game. We wanted it. We don't want this game. That's the attitude is unbelievable. This is why I say you have to be up for every single every single game. Like I miss Dennis Wise. I really do. If Dennis Wise was in the middle of the park, he'd be going mental. He'd be swearing, shouting, and beating them up.
And everything, you know.
We don't have any players of that mentality. We don't have no kutte. I'm telling you, we don't have enough kutte in the team. We got billion.
एक चीज मैं बोलना चाहूंगा यहाँ पर basically I think Haneef made a great point about not having wing backs. मतलब वही है, could we have, again just a devil's advocate here, could we have brought on Kennedy, क्योंकि वो एक great motivator for this particular game, someone who's a natural attacker down the wing and maybe change the system to 3 at the back.
I don't know. I think we should. I don't know what system these lot should play. There's
or Mason Mount.
Oh man, maybe directness. Saul takes some direct shots, and Mason Mount looks jaded. He looks basically someone with cramps. I'm guessing. Let's see what's the post-match thing. Like, he hasn't been himself as well. Honestly speaking.
Other than Saul, कोई और midfield था क्या substitute में हमारे पास?
No, we just got Saul and that's it. Kennedy. Really. Our bench is very poor. Our bench is very poor.
We do not have.
Yeah. By the way, people, I don't know if you heard this. N'Golo Kante. Again, these are reports. N'Golo Kante, has been reportedly not been vaccinated, and maybe that is why he may not play in Abu Dhabi, where as per rules you are supposed to be vaccinated, if I'm not wrong. Again, these are reports.
There were reports also that the Lille tie that we are going to play in France, if a player is not vaccinated, he wouldn't be allowed to play against Lille. I think that's more of a concern.
By season खत्म कर दो फिर.
इसीलिए maybe N'Golo Kante को आज भी खेला नहीं गया as basically a rehearsal to those games is what I'm hearing. Again, these are speculative reports. People on Twitter.
If he's not playing today because of the vaccine or whatever, that's bullshit. I think that's he's the first person that you put on the team sheet.
Exactly, especially in a cup game, no? Cup game, so you need N'Golo Kante.
I think he's probably not. He's probably injured or he's probably not match fit, but
yeah,
it's still no excuse. It's still dirty out there, and it's poor. It's really poor. If I don't see energy and intensity, I don't care. I don't care how much football you've played. You need to make sure that you're gonna die for the shirt.
That was well played. Oh, we needed that more of it. Havertz and Saul are basically those physical players जो कर सकते हैं अगर उनका mood बने तो. Saul playing on the right hand side with that 3 in the middle, by the way, which is interesting. तो अभी कौन कर रहा है? साउल, जॉर्जिनियो और कौन है मिडफील्ड में? कोशिश चला गया ना? हाँ, ये सारे चेंजेस हो गए. लेट मी सी. तो वर्नर अप फ्रंट खेल रहा है विद हैवर्ट्स एंड लुकाकू. Oh, I think Ziyech basically we are playing 4-2-4 almost. Then Ziyech definitely is wide.
We can't play 4-2-4. That's an attacking formation. Our players they don't score. We can't play 4-2-4.
I'm just trying to deduce.
I don't understand why is he moved away from 3-5-2. I don't understand. Or 3-4-3.
I think it was after the City game. After the City game, I think he went away.
After the City game, we were so shit. They made our stadium their training ground. We were that bad.
वो ये ना कि मतलब something had
what a ball, Alonso. Werner.
I think the best we have played this season is with the formation of 4-2-2-2.
यार
I
लेकिन
think
2
that
गेम
gives
आप जज करोगे? मैं तो नहीं करूंगा, and I definitely don't like my
I
team
think the
without
best we
Messi.
played was against Juventus. The best performance of the season.
Yeah, I would agree with
yeah
that.
वो भी. But I think 4-2-2 में जो था उसमें fluidity ज़्यादा थी. Callum was playing as a number 10, same with Ziyech. He was playing as a hybrid. Right wing back भी था and number 10 भी खेल रहा था. I think that was the
Ziyech,
best
no?
use.
We are so not good at home. It's been our home form has been so bad this season.
यार लकाका के बारे में बहुत बात हो गई है, but हाँ certainly हमारा जो formation है somehow it's not getting Lukaku too much of the ball.
This is what I'm telling you, Ankit. Now is the time. Yeah, let's risk it. We're gonna. I don't want to go to penalties. I don't risk it now. Let's risk it. Change it. And he doesn't have a clue. He's not an attacking manager. He's a tactical manager. He wants cover. He always wants cover. He doesn't want to risk it. I've always said this about
यार
What? भाई
see no one
बाहर
see
गया।
that is बाहर गया क्या बॉल ही
हाँ,
बाहर गया
बाहर गया।
यार लेकिन that is what ना despite that बॉक्स में है ही नहीं कोई, मतलब you know like Haneef said we need some dogs, you know, people are
अरे
just
यार
taking a chance.
बॉक्स में क्यों नहीं है कोई?
they are on the heels. वो
भाई
क्यों
तुम
है
लोग
यार?
विंटर ब्रेक ही जाओ. ये पागल है क्या ये लोग?
लाइक ने बेसिक सेंस ही नहीं है बॉक्स के अंदर किसी के प्रेजेंट होने की.
There's
अभी
no
भी holiday mode
anticipation
में है.
at all. There's no anticipation at all. 100 grand a week for this. For this performance.
More than 100.
We
One
can't
is
even beat
270.
Plymouth Argyle at home. We can't beat Plymouth Argyle.
नहीं we will let's
You
be
know,
optimistic.
you know the closest we were to score, was when Jatin went, ooh. I go, acha, gal, bas ho gayi, ooh. That's all it is. Chelsea's become ooh FC.
By the way, we are three at the back, people. Malangsa left centre back, Rudiger at centre back, Azpilicueta at right centre back, Alonso left wing back, Ziyech at right wing back. We are certainly playing three at the back with Jorginho sitting with Saul. And Havertz definitely pulled away. Penalty hai. Come on. He should have fallen off. Nahi? Come on. Come on, yeah. That was a pullback. Very feeble, lekin the guy should have fallen down the moment he got the pullback.
कुछ ज्यादा ही सच्चे हैं हम लोग के स्क्वाड में सब लोग.
That should be a pen.
नहीं, it was outside the box, लेकिन certainly red card and sending and free kick था मेरे ख्याल से.
अरे
Yeah,
बाल ड्रिफ्ट.
it was a मतलब I don't know यार, people in the comments, people in the panel do tell me if that was not a pullback, what is?
That was an absolute free kick and a red card.
मतलब why aren't our players ganging up and going against the referee that we
Have you seen Werner? Have you just seen Werner? The foul happened. The guy was just walking around.
Anymore. You can't do that anymore. You get half our team will get yellow cards.
Yeah, except for Jorginho, but I think we need to do that. Unfortunately, that's the reality. Like, you know, let's be honest. As much as I hate saying it, City would have got that. Let's be honest.
Even the referees are laughing at us.
Shoot.
I think
look what these are doing, man. They're just wasting time for fun, man. They're wasting time.
It's time for
fun,
Chelsea to take shoot from outside the box.
No, Jatin, we can't do that as well.
It's just not enough facilities. We just can't
Nippon,
shoot.
how can you blame Lukaku?
Yeah,
he's not there to create. It's not his fault. Blame Mason Mount as well. Nippon,
I would start with
Blame-
Jorginho, to be very
blame
honest.
whole team.
His
Yeah.
build-up has been really slow in this game.
No,
Jorginho
you can't blame the team. You can't blame the defenders. The defenders and the keeper. I'm not gonna blame them for this. We've lost because we can't finish. Yeah.
midfield has been missing. Mason Mount, Jorginho, they haven't been on their A game. Even Kovacic, as much as he created those chances and he should have scored one of them, he wasn't having his usual game where we go, wow, you know. And that's the standard that Kovacic has set in recent months, you know. So Werner, again, by this kind of performance that I'm seeing, by this kind of body language, unfortunately, I have to say it, like, he's not looking himself either in terms of just giving it his all.
You know, Havertz, that player fouled him in it. He should go through the fucker and get a yellow for it. Kick the fucker. You know, this is what we don't do. We're too nice. We need, you know, when Mourinho said to Spurs, be bastards. We need bastards in our fucking go and slice through him and get a yellow for it. That guy, man, look what he did to you. You're going to do nothing. fucking bullshit, man. With fucking pussies.
Malang Sarr is our playmaker, people. He's having most of the ball.
Oh,
I think the current Chelsea team is a nice boys. Nice team.
Yeah, as in he's
And
at least
Jose
showing
Mourinho
the
ने कहा
effort.
है, I think वो कहा था ना उसने nice boys versus वो bad boys वाला वो Tottenham
Yeah,
के
yeah.
documentary में.
100%. I agree with that.
They're all weak, man. They're all weak and soft. That's what we've got. We've got a weak and soft, players.
You know what I would do? I would actually risk Malang Sarr as the centre back and Rudiger left centre back क्योंकि Rudiger का जो build up
goal! Alonso goal!
यार स्ट्रीम पीछे क्यों रहती है?
Alonso Mr.
भाई पूरा
FC
enjoyment चला जाता है.
FA कप में छा जाता है यार बंदा.
मैं तो फिर भी celebrate करूंगा.
Right-footed Alonso.
यार कुछ भी बोल लो, मतलब एक बात हमेशा बोल लो, जो भी बोलो, ये लड़का हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ करके गोल मार ही देता है. मतलब क्रिटिसाइज करो, लेकिन ये गोल मार देगा और अगले दिन फिर आप क्रिटिसाइज नहीं कर सकते.
Warner run देखा कैसा निकला?
Okay, for people out there, reality check ये है. Azpilicueta और Alonso गोल स्कोर किए. क्या VAR जा रहा है क्या ऑफसाइड के लिए? Havertz with the assist.
एक मिनट, जब VAR था तो वो Havertz वाला चेक क्यों नहीं किया था इन लोग ने?
There's no VAR in the FA Cup when one team's from the Premier League and the other team's from the Championship or EFL. It's only Premier League teams that get VAR. There's no VAR.
Last night?
No, there is, but not when it's a Premier League team and a League One team. There's no VAR. You can't use VAR.
There is VAR today as well. I can see that. VAR है.
No, there is no VAR. They can't. No, it's there, but you can't use it. There's no VAR.
Is it offside or what?
Nah.
नहीं ना?
नहीं.
Goal, no offside. Yes, VAR has given.
I think VAR is there. VAR is there.
Link up देखा. Kai Havertz team.
How can VAR be there?
That's bullshit. Basically, the home game is in basically a League One side.
No, but yesterday there was no VAR at Old Trafford when he handballed the ball. There was no VAR yesterday.
It was there. It was there for sure. 100%. I was watching it. Now the thing is that the VAR didn't give it because of the rules, because of it being an accident handball that we covered earlier part of the stream. Like, the good part is, people, as you see on screen, it is Chelsea 2, Plymouth 1.
I think nobody would have thought we'll be so happy and the match will go so far.
अब तो शांति से खाना खाऊंगा.
नहीं जाएंगे.
अबे यार, we need one more goal. I would still say Jatin bhai, I know as a neutral you would love that goal being Plymouth's goal. Like, we still need one more goal. I would say I won't be surprised going back to gear 2, जो हमारी आदत बन गई है. But quickly, that first half of extra time, going 3 at the back helped.
It was basically the Timo Werner and Havertz connection. Yeah. Havertz and the run by Werner, and Werner's the one that Werner got passed it back to Havertz. Havertz assist. So fair play to listen. Look, I'll give the coach credit. He made the right sub eventually, and he's the one that has made the 2 subs that he made the impact. So well played, Tuchel or whoever it is on the bench. So fair play. You got that right.
Also, Alonso, we know when he's allowed to bomb down the wing, that is when he actually is more involved. So involvement.
Play Alonso as a centre forward.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah, Nipunya big up. He did predict Chelsea 2-1 after extra time. Well, good for you.
Nipper, prove that prediction.
Yeah,
how are you to prove that? Where did you say that?
Yeah, he still believes the team isn't good enough. Well, we know that. It's basically on the road to improvement. Hopefully, we'll get that mentality going. मेरे लिए अभी भी मैं बोलता हूँ, it's about mentality. When against the wall है.
Last minute equalizer आ गया ना.
ए भाई क्या problem है?
Again, people. Again, thanks a lot for people joining in the panel. Do check out, Haneef's channel. Haneef, I'll put your social links as well.
Yeah, I'm on Munzi Talks, and I've got an Instagram page 532pod. So yeah, I'm a lot more on YouTube. Let me know when you're on, and then usually I'm a football referee, but my game's got cancelled today, so because it's raining, and so that's why I'm watching the game. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a lot better than this. I'm not going to lie, but yeah.
Yeah, but not just Haneef, of course. As he said, 532 pod is something that I follow from a very long time. but even Insane Football Talk, great page that he has, great YouTube channel he has, Jatin, and Sports Kappa, that's Hemant bhai as well, Chelsea fan in the house. So yes, 2-1, and hopefully we'll go on the right foot when it comes to the Club World Cup. After extra time है, बहुत ही disappointing performance अभी तक, लेकिन getting that win after extra time in a strange way will get the team going. What do you think, Hemant?
भाई यहाँ पे तो 120 मिनट खत्म हुए हैं और निकलो जीत के, यहाँ कुछ सोचना नहीं है तो। ऐसा गेम रहा है, नेगेटिव्स हैं ठीक है, पर विन इज अ विन, आखिर में वही काम आती है। बाद में देखेंगे किस प्लेयर को क्या बात करनी है, लेकिन यहाँ पे जीतो और निकलो, that's it.
Kepa playing sweeper जैसे Jatin bhai, by the way, it's just start of the weekend for many of us, I know. अभी मिलान डावी है आज, of course बारसा की मैच कल है ना, बारसा की मैच,
कल है 8:45।
जतिन भाई, आई थिंक वॉच अलोंग कर रहे हो आप?
हाँ
चलो, एंड सर्टेनली मतलब लीग्स काफी इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाली है फॉर मी। आई नो इट्स नॉट जस्ट द टॉप 2, लेकिन बहुत लीग में अभी टॉप 4 बाकी है। सो इट्स बेसिकली ग्रेट टाइम टू बी अ फुटबॉल फैन, आई वुड से, डिस्पाइट बेसिकली प्रीमियर लीग में डोमिनेंस है रिसेंट ईयर्स में बाय सिटी, लेकिन एफए कप यार, come on, like no one expected this. Like if anyone is telling me, I know Nipun bola hai, like go and check out his channel, fair enough, big up to him, lekin maybe that's that 1%.
Are you doing a watch along for the Milan derby?
I thought so initially, but then yeah, it'll go past midnight here, so I'll probably do a review, but I did a preview as well, but I may not do watch along, like, unless we have
let me know
coming in my
let me know
DMs.
let me know I'll join you for that. I'll join you for that.
For sure. Yeah, definitely that's one match I've always looked up to, Milan derby. Like for me, it's one of the most underrated derbies over the years.
Italian football's coming back though. They've scored more goals than the Premier League, their ligas this year.
And
so
trust
far.
me, Jose Mourinho's side especially, it's so unpredictable this season. A lot of unpredictability in Italian football, like Inter Milan, but yeah, they're just about too strong. Anyway, last 12 minutes, we just need to keep possession, and then maybe
it's Chelsea FC हम लोग को stress देगी.
Moment of quality, यार जो भी करो, foul करो, कुछ भी करो, don't let them have much of the ball.
उल्टा करेगी आप देख.
Sweet assist, yeah, Havertz definitely his plays are generally sweet. बोल सकते हो definitely Chelsea perspective, Havertz, that is why he's going under the radar a lot of times. Like Haneef made a great point about Werner and Havertz. Like maybe we just need to play both them together in the Club World Cup. Like Lukaku is not working. Haneef, like for the Club World Cup, would you just risk playing both of them together up top?
As long as you manage them, then yeah, we should beat those sides, but I just don't know. Like last time we played the Club World Cup, we got knocked out, so I don't really know like what to say about the Club World Cup. Let's just see. I think Palmeiras, I think they'll be the toughest game from
Have they qualified already?
Competition. Yeah, they're in the Club World. From the fixtures, from what I can see, they have.
अरे clear करना पागल आदमी.
Yeah, ping pong happening here. Yeah, Shrey is back.
Can't finish it.
The problem is we're not an attacking team. We've never been an attacking team. When was the last time how many times can you say this season Chelsea scored more than 3 goals? Not many.
Yeah, I think that Juventus game, that's why coming back to watch Shrey.
I think one is the only Norwich game, that's it.
Yeah, Norwich, but that's Norwich. This is Plymouth.
No, I would still go back to the Juventus game. No, that should be the kind of example for us in terms of the performance. Like your wing backs not being there, we not signing them. Like अब Kennedy had to use करो. I think they probably should have tried him. I know it risky हो सकता था, but my thing was I won't criticize. Like, come on, Alonso and Azpilicueta scored. What more do you want as fullbacks and wingbacks? वो लोग बोलेंगे. बट चेल्सी के लिए आई नो व्हाट 110 मिनट्स हुए हैं. कौन प्लेयर ऑफ द गेम अभी तक, इफ यू हैव टू कॉल? श्रेय?
I think for me in the first half, if we say the full time, for me it was Kovacic, to be honest, because he was the best player for me. And right now, for me, it would be an embarrassment to say any player because I think no one deserves any mention for me. For me,
No,
I will just leave it as it is.
I think Sa's been all right. I like Sa.
Yeah.
Sa,
Yeah.
Ariza Balaga's been good. I think they've probably been
I
the
think
best.
defensively you
CHP,
can
right?
say, but attackingly you cannot say anyone for me.
Oh
I think
no,
For
first
me,
half
for me, the
CH
person,
CH
for me, the
was
person who's being subbed down. Sorry about that, but yeah, Azpilicueta is being subbed again. गोल भी कर दिया, कुछ भी कर दिया, इसका नाम आता ही नहीं. Trust me, he goes under the radar.
you know,
He was actually making the most attacking runs that he was. He was trying his best. Ziyech and him were the only things that looked positive.
कौन आ रहा है अभी?
Chalobah is coming, तो Chalobah probably right center back होगा. लेकिन quickly I'll take your opinion as well, Hemant bhai, for you, who's been the best player for Chelsea, if at all? Anyone?
फर्स्ट हाफ में जिएश था, सेकंड हाफ में वो अच्छा खेला नहीं है. ओवरऑल देखे तो हनीफ भाई ने जैसा कहा, सार हैज बीन गुड,
Yeah,
केपा
Sarr
हैज
is
बीन गुड,
fair point.
एस्पिलिक्वेटा अच्छा खेला है आज बहुत. सो या, बट अटैकर्स में सिर्फ जिएश का ही मैं नाम लूंगा बिकॉज ऑफ द फर्स्ट हाफ परफॉर्मेंस.
Certainly. So yes, Malang Sarr all of a sudden has been one of our mainstays in recent weeks. Who would have thought that early on in the season? मतलब,
Lukaku, why are you running away from the ball? Why are you running away from the ball?
Yeah, he's expecting the unexpected, Haneef. See, again, Sarr is always there. I think I'll probably, now that Aspi has been subbed, I'm probably guessing it'll be Sarr as the man of the match. Yeah, but of course, kudos to Alonso for coming on and making a difference. Another player who's been criticized more than not. Chelsea perspective thinks it's Ziyech as well, like what Hemant bhai said.
You know,
I'm slightly disappointed
when
by
they-
his positioning.
you know, our defenders, you know which ones are the good ones, you know, because they took a shot and Jorginho turned his body, which absolutely annoys me. It's a kutta move, that. It's an absolute idiot move. And there's Sa, he just puts his chest out and takes the hit on his chest, on his face. And I go, that's the difference between these guys. Just take the hit. It's not going to kill you. You'll survive. But they turn their bodies. It annoys me so much. Just take the hit.
Soft
I don't
FC.
care if it hits your face. I don't care if it hits your face or hits whatever part of your body. Just take the bloody hit.
That's what you cannot teach them, ना. मतलब इसलिए मैं बोलता हूँ कि यार, I am still going with people who have been in Chelsea for a long time, or Chelsea academy folks. We should start cup games, especially with such people more, क्योंकि they kind of go give that extra mile, give just subconsciously. I would not.
Oh
say
yeah, our
subconsciously.
academies across Europe. That's where they are. And we've got and two of our players have done really well in Broja and Gallagher, but they're not going to get game time at Chelsea. We should sell them with a buyback clause. That's what we need to do.
But
Sell with a
why-
buyback clause.
Why isn't Lewis Hall there? I think there was a Premier League 2 game. Is that the reason? Yesterday, because he was the man of the match in the last game.
I don't think we can afford to let anyone go at the moment because we've got no depth.
Yeah, I was expecting Harvey Vale, Lewis Hall, one of them at least to feature. Ziyech is still trying his best, man. Like, come on. The guy is at least trying to dribble in. Hudson-Odoi had a stinker today.
Lukaku. Oh,
He's been having stinker for a long time, Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah, he has one good game.
No,
in,
he
like,
he played well in was it West Ham?
Moments.
No, it wasn't West Ham. He played
I
well
think
in one
Aston
of
Villa.
he,
He played well with Aston Villa.
he played well in the Villa team, and that's the thing. Like he doesn't look himself. He doesn't look match fit. I don't know what these guys have been doing during the winter break. They've been partying, I think.
Yeah. Jatin bhai, whom would you take on loan from Chelsea if you've been given a choice?
Rudiger. If he's not leaving.
On loan. Yeah, actually, that's a good shout because Rudiger has
ये
been.
तो वही
so
बात हो
unlike
गई कि
Rudiger.
Hey, 1-on-1.
कि
Oh,
मेसी
he missed it.
बार्सिलोना में था, हमें मेसी चाहिए लोन पे.
I think you will get
penalty.
किसको?
Oh,
Plymouth.
को.
Stress FC.
सार की गलती है.
लेकिन was that really penalty? Like I thought that was a good challenge.
हाँ, ये सबको पेनल्टी देगा. वो जो पुल किया उसमें पेनल्टी नहीं आएगा, पर इसमें पेनल्टी जरूर आएगा.
ये पुल पेनल्टी
गलती पर सार की है. सार ये होना नहीं चाहिए था.
नहीं बॉल पे नहीं था. He stepped on the foot.
नहीं, very soft but yeah, come on.
अब हम सार को मैन ऑफ द मैच कर रहे थे, वैसे ये काम कर दिया.
नहीं यार, the guy has dived, honestly speaking.
दोगलापन ना समझ नहीं आता. ये लोग बहुत डबल वाला खेलते हैं.
Who would not dive in that moment?
लेकिन he won't overturn. I doubt he'll overturn क्योंकि technically he's touched the body, ना. So he has a. लेकिन very soft. Soft is an understatement. I don't know, Haneef.
That's a penalty. Check कर लिया.
Yeah,
it is what it is, isn't it? We can't see a game out against Plymouth Argyle. Let's go. That's where we are. We've been poor all game. We've been poor all game.
We just can't keep a lead. We just can't keep a lead.
Honestly, as much as bad as we have been, trust me, that was a very soft penalty. Very soft penalty.
Penalty नहीं था वो.
The thing is this: if the pull on Havertz, if we're not going to look at the pull on Havertz, then
exactly why
just let it go. The referee's screwed us there.
Saved by Kepa.
Oh yes, Kepa, man, Kepa the hero. Yes, cheaters never prosper. Sorry about that, referee. Come on, that was a shameful decision, referee. I have to say that. I didn't react that moment.
I switched off my camera just for that moment. It was fabulous.
And all the credit goes to Shrey FC in the house, certainly. And I remember the first goal happened when Shrey came on. So he thought it's best to go off for a second. So I'll give the credit to Shrey and Haneef. The point that Haneef was making about Havertz. So I think, you know what, the difference is, Haneef, the point is that it was just outside the box, and that is the strangest part of a VAR. It doesn't matter where you are on the pitch. A decision is wrong or right?
It seemed. I think what the referee should have done is just play it on and let VAR make that decision and then go to the screen.
Exactly.
But but I can see why he's given it, because he's hit his knee. I think he's just gone in and he's just clocked his leg. And
then VAR cannot overturn it because of that.
And so,
right? Otherwise,
and they've gone to VAR as well, and ultimately.
Some positivity.
It's been such
I think we get positive energy.
I think Kepa should deserve a praise.
So
Kepa,
it's been good. It's been really good since Mendy's gone. I don't have any problems with Kepa at all. I think he's been really, really good.
Exactly, and I think Haneef, one more thing that I would love to say about Kepa is like this guy has won us the match. Okay, he won us the Europa League, that Frankfurt friendly shootout. He also won us the match against Villarreal. I think there's just too much hate upon him by Twitter Chelsea fan base, and this guy is
it's the media agenda against him. He's not English. If he was English, they'd love him.
No, you know what Kepa is saying now? This is what it is.
I think I got my swagger back.
So yeah, he's got it back. Yeah, I honestly made a point recently. I think it was on Sports Cup as well, right? मैं बात की थी कि Kepa जो है, if you actually see the stats of this season, he has been up there with Mendy in terms of the stats. I know आप judge नहीं कर सकते because he didn't play the prime matches, so to speak, most of them. Lekin whatever he's played, he can only do what he's given the task of, right?
I think
so. He would be playing in any other club if he was not in Chelsea. He would have been first choice in this form.
I think also the biggest thing is I will have to ask the panelists if it comes to penalty shootout for any team, is he not one of the highest rated keeper? I think, or should be in terms of penalty stopping.
History of Chelsea may have broken the record. He's overtaken Czech number of penalties saved. So that is in itself an answer. Kepa is right there when it comes to penalties. Lekin it was a very feeble shot also. Let's be honest. ऐसा नहीं था कि बहुत ही terrific save था, but he's got the
he judged it well.
Yeah, he reads minds. That's what you can say. Maybe.
Penalty save master.
Yeah, we have two penalty specialists, proper. Kepa in goal and Jorginho taking penalties. We are lucky to have them both.
I think, but Jorginho on one point, Jatin Jorginho, I think if Italy do not qualify, I think he's going to be made an absolute scapegoat for the penalty miss.
Yeah, honestly, he shouldn't be, but I hear what you're saying. Oh yeah, Italy, I think they are still stronger than Portugal as much as. Oh man, don't tell me we would concede again. No way, Chalobah क्या कर रहा है? Chalobah is trying his best to concede a penalty in that move. Yeah, just win tackles, man. I think Haneef put it right. As in, just people who just get in dirty,
We can't listen. Look, we don't understand. Our old Chelsea team, our Taiwan team. You slow it down. You waste time. You be freaking. You start on the referee. You start with this guy. Rudiger. We need more guys with Rudiger's attitude sometimes, especially when we try to see a game out. He just loses it. He threw that play when we had the corner. He was going crazy with the play. We're throwing him on the floor and everything. And I was just like, that's what we need. We need to waste time.
I think the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, go on.
I think Rudiger is one player, just like even Jatin has said when he was asked the question who will take on Chelsea. He's one player. If he's in your team, you will love him to bits. But if he's on a rival team, you will absolutely hate him to absolutely worst that you can have.
I see Diego Costa.
But he's not a player that plays well in a 2. He plays well in a 3. That's the thing about Rudiger. If you put him in a 3, he's fantastic. But putting him in a 2,
apart from Lampard, I don't think he's got so much of a chance even internationally to prove. Roma mein he was playing
more. Chelsea won the match.
Yeah,
we beat the mighty Plymouth. We beat the mighty Plymouth.
Okay, people, nice watch. I know. Firstly, as in again, thanks a lot for people who will watch later. Of course, Jatin bhai, Hemant bhai, Shrey Prasanna was there, and Haneef bhai as well. We'll go one by one. Quick reaction. I know I'll be doing a review as well later on. Lekin Jatin bhai, interesting weekend for the neutral.
Yeah, very interesting. But the last 2 minutes were more interesting than 120 minutes played. From the whole game, the last 2 minutes were important.
क्या लगता है Chelsea with this form Club World Cup में they can just about beat teams की they have to improve big time, na?
They have to improve.
Certainly, I agree with that. Hemant bhai, last thoughts quickly about the game, just summing up.
भाई मैं तो बहुत खुश हूँ कि ये लोग जीत गए, वरना एम्बैरेसमेंट होता बहुत ज्यादा, हो ही चुका था, लेकिन थैंकफुली अब यूनाइटेड फैंस से ज्यादा सुनना नहीं पड़ेगा. बट बहुत इंप्रूव करना अगर क्लब वर्ल्ड कप जीतना है तो बहुत ज्यादा अलग लेवल पे जाना पड़ेगा. एंड यस होपफुली थोड़ा और एफिशिएंट होंगे अटैक में तो इट्स बेटर, वरना आज का गेम में फिनिशिंग वाज हॉरेंडस और केपा द मास्टर ने बचा लिया. थैंक यू. बस
of course, shout out to Plymouth Argyle, big shout out in fact, बहुत ही अच्छा खेली in terms of the zeal दिख रहा था. और we have Prasanna in the house as well. Before that, Haneef bhai, quick reactions from you. क्या लगता है, where are we heading towards?
Yeah, look, it's a cup competition. No one's going to remember the performance. हमें तो सिर्फ जीतना था, जीत गए, और now we can all go home and have dinner. But we just, for the league, we just need to make sure we get third, and hopefully we can win a trophy as well along the way. We needed to win. It's a cup competition. Look, no one's going to remember this game in 3 months' time. No one's going to remember it. But this is the FA Cup. This is why this is the best cup competition for me, because Plymouth Argyle almost beat Chelsea Football Club. Almost. We got over the line, and that's all that matters. And I'm happy. It wasn't a good performance, but who gives a shit? We got the job done.
Absolutely. And again, let's not take it very easy as well, because we take things for granted. But trust me, the opposition was up for it. It looked that way from minute 1. Prasanna, I'll take your opinion as well. What do you think? Better in that extra time, formation change helped?
It did help, and as I told it, we just needed to win it before penalties, and we just won it 2-1. I was thinking, okay, second half we'll probably see it out, and then Malangsa does a bit of madness. I'm not sure what the hell he's thinking at that point of time, but Kepa, the penalty saves us, and big ups to Plymouth Argyle, man. They gave it everything, and to be honest, they'll be disappointed that they didn't take it to penalty. They didn't win it, to be honest. That's the beauty of the cup competition. And West Ham just about beat Kidminster. 120 plus 1, Jared Bourne scores the winner.
Oh, interesting. Not great.
Yeah,
but yeah.
That's the thing. So we wanted to get through. We got through it. Performance was crap. Let's make no bones about it. We should have scored at least 3 or 4 goals. Our finishing again has been whacked. But we are done with this. We're through to the FA Cup next round. Tonight, Chelsea get on the plane to Abu Dhabi, get on the plane to UAE to play the Club World Cup, and hopefully we can get the job done there.
Yeah, look at it. Give Alonso number 9 shirt and sell that Lukaku to Conte. Like, come on, I would not.
Seriously, man. Look, Alonso is scoring.
Azpilicueta और Alonso को खिलाना चाहिए दोनों सेंटर फॉरवर्ड.
यार मैं तो बोलूंगा Azpilicueta मैं बोलते जा रहा हूँ कि yes we should let him do what he wants and that is the legend that he is. उसका मन जो भी है वो करना चाहिए. But I would still want very hard to keep him because this team doesn't have the mentality. Again, we are just going behind and then kind of coming up, doing well for 20 minutes. We'll वापस go in the shell. Come on, that's not done. Lekin Shrey, I come to you now. Before full time whistle, 10 minutes before full time, हमने बोला कि Malang Sar has been the man along with Ziyech was a shout out, Azpilicueta was a shout out, Kovacic was a shout out. लेकिन now that Malang Sar gave a penalty, I know a little harsh, certainly harsh है, लेकिन again वो necessity नहीं था. Really, he could have waited that extra second to make that tackle. Would you still give him the man of the match?
I think for me, the man of the match should go to Cesar Azpilicueta. If we are being absolutely honest, he scored that back heel. I think he scored a type of goal you don't expect him to score. We expect the attackers to score that, but I know they are just going to get it on the feet and throw it away. And he scored a beautiful goal for especially a right back. And then also with that, he defended well. And especially the biggest thing I think that even Haneef has said in this whole stream, and you have been seeing it, is the passion that he puts for the shirt. I think what you see from Azpilicueta is total fight for the shirt, total cause. Like if you're losing to Plymouth, he's just gonna care and gonna give everything on the pitch. I remember under Maurizio Sarri when we were playing Tottenham and we just got splashed 6-0 by Manchester City. We scored the second goal and says that Azpilicueta was grounded with his 2 feet, head down, absolutely so elatedly happy. That shows you how much he cares for this our club, and that's why I think when he does well, I think we all are just so happy. And again, it was he who stepped up and saved us from embarrassment. Because if I'm being truly honest, if he doesn't score that back heel, we keep putting crosses into the box and we do not get a goal. If I'm being fully honest, we scored a second goal from an Havertz pass towards Alonso, but again, it was Alonso coming on and scoring. And the first one also was a good back heel. Other than that, we weren't able to beat Plymouth for the whole game. So I think that shows how good of a player he is. He also scored in the first game of Thomas Tuchel, a very important goal against Burnley. And therefore, I think the man of the match should go to him.
I'm going to drop
Jatin
off.
Bhai, मैं यहाँ पर yeah. Sure.
I'm going to drop off.
Hemant bhai, again,
Take care, bro.
thanks a lot for joining.
Take care,
Again,
take care,
people chat, do check out Sports Kappa. मैं ऐड करने वाला हूँ link में. And Jatin bhai, quickly I'll ask you. यहाँ पर Super Tommy Tuchel has made some great points. Jatin bhai, this is about first of all Alonso being underrated. Just as a neutral, I would like to take your opinion on Alonso and Azpilicueta. I know Azpilicueta भी link हुआ है Barcelona के साथ.
Yeah, Azpilicueta to Barcelona. Yeah.
And one more point about Ziyech, na? So
Yeah.
This is basically the way that Ziyech should continue or not. And of course, just give him the freedom on the right hand side of the wing. Or like Haneef said, would you like to see him in the central of the park more, just to give him further freedom?
I would like to see him as a central number 10 sort of role for Ziyech. He's not suited on the wing. ठीक है, वो खेलता है, but he's not that good on the wing. In the center, he's literally something else. He's a beast. If you go through him, मतलब आप उसकी past भी देखो, आप अगर अभी भी देख सकते थे, when he drifts in center, he was playing really good, and this is what he did. Sometimes. True.
Obviously, Azpilicueta being linked to Barca, so let's see if that happens or not. लेकिन हाँ, he's basically giving a good audition. ये particular performance के बाद वो आप बोल सकते हो. जतिन भाई तो खुश हो गए. But yes, again, thanks a lot. I know it's been almost 3 hours. We didn't anticipate extra time. लेकिन हाँ, Prasanna, you have a point. Definitely go ahead, mate.
Yeah. When we spoke about the mentality and Azpilicueta, I think only Aspi and Alonso was still remaining from our last league win, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, true.
And Alonso hasn't even played that much since, and Aspi has been almost playing every single game. And just look at how much he gives to the team. And if he leaves Chelsea this season, I'll be truly heartbroken because he is a legend. I mean, we were thinking under Lampard he was not even playing, and we were thinking, oh, is he still going to play? But And Tuchel brought him. He came back. He showed what a true Chelsea captain is, and
Yeah,
I don't want to get emotional.
Guys,
He's just been such a.
So I'm leaving right now. So if you are free tomorrow, I am taking a live watch along for Barca versus Atletico. If you're free tomorrow, please join us. And
Yeah.
What time
sure.
is
Bye.
it?
Everyone,
What times
do
are
check
there?
out Insane Football Talks. I will include the link as soon as we finish the stream. But again, thanks a lot, Jatin bhai. I'll certainly join you and big up to you. And I think we all should probably be taking leave. Any last words anyone has, please go ahead and share in the panel.
Yeah, man. I'm just don't want to get too teary about Aspi because it's just that he's been. I mean, I don't get attached to players normally, but it's when such players come along, it's hard not to
True.
just think whatever he has done for us.
Absolutely. And with that note, I think we'll all take leave. Again, thanks a lot for people watching. Anyone who watches later, do share the stream. Certainly helps. And check out the description. I'll be putting everyone's link. Shrey FC, Prasanna Balakrishnan, the channel links are already there. Highly recommended channels. And of course, Haneef has a great Instagram page. Give him a follow. A lot of good content that you see on his page, certainly. And big up to everyone there. Till next time, take care. And we'll be back with the Club World Cup and much more. And up the Chels.
Big up, boys.